Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads Sport Channel. In this live stream, we are going to be doing the match between Scotland and Tonga. It should be a very exciting one. The first fixture for both of these sides in a very long time. Tonga's last match was up against the Cook Islands, I believe, in a Rugby World Cup qualifier. Scotland, well, their last game was up against France, and they were able to get the big win at the end of last year's Six Nation. But hopefully, you guys are all doing well. We have got Dwayne, we have got Steve Smith, also Novmum and Katie Dixon already for this fixture that is going to be taking place between Scotland and Tonga, the prelim for the main event, I guess you could say, which is going to be the All Blacks taking on Wales in just a very short moment. We have got there, come on, my Bonnie Scotland, don't let me down from Stephen. Also, we have got there, we love some early morning footy as well, says Dwayne. Yeah, we are currently sitting 2:11 a.m. here in New Zealand, but there is rugby on in the world. There are so many games at this stage. There's the top 14, there's the Gallagher Premiership, there is everything on at this stage, and I will keep you guys informed about those other ones as well. We have got had a sleep before now. Hopefully we can stay up until, or hopefully we can stay awake until the ABs have finished as well. Says no mum, yeah, their game's going to be kicking off at a 5:15 time, which is going to be pretty rough here in New Zealand, but we are going to be up for all of it as well. Do you think there's an upset in the making in this game, says Aiden? It's a tough one. I don't see it happening, but Tonga are not a side to kind of be underestimated. Like, they've got some very talented players. Sonatane Takalua, who will be starting at 9. He has been doing phenomenally in a recent time as well. While we are at it, though, we will look at the Scottish starting lineup now. 3 players that come to mind straight away that I do not see here. Stuart Hogg at the moment playing for the Exeter Chiefs. Finn Russell in the number 10 jersey is not going to be there either. He is currently in France for Racing 92. And then another player who is not there is Duan van der Merwe, and he is currently with his URC side. So they are 3 massive players for them that they have not got, but they have got Hamish Watson there in the number 7 jersey, and he's going to be one to watch out for throughout this fixture as well. We have got there, how is everyone doing? I'm very hyped for these matches that we are going to get to see, and also we have got there, I'm hoping for a fast-paced game, says Novmum. I feel like with Tonga playing the way that they do, this will definitely be that as well. Hey, LDA, hope you're well. Time for the rugby as well, says Katie Dixon. And also, sorry, I missed the last few streams. I needed to catch up on my sleep as well, says Katie. No worries at all. And I believe most of those live streams that we have been doing have been at around that kind of 2 a.m., I guess, for US time. So it is one of those ones. It is completely understandable they have been missing them. But hopefully these ones in your time zone you are very, very excited for, as they are only moments away. Darcy Graham at number 15 and Sione Tuipulotu are 2 players in that back line that I am looking out for. And also we have got there, where are you? Are you in New Zealand? She is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So completely different time zone there. But what we will do as well, while we are at it, we will show the Tongan starting lineup now. They've got a few similarities to the last time that these two sides were playing, or I should say that Tonga were playing Manu Samoa or the Cook Islands. Someone to look out for, definitely Walter Fafita out on that left wing side. And then you got James Five at number 15. He actually transitioned from 10 to 15 in it last time. And also Takalua, of course, the captain at number 9. This is going to be an intense battle between him and Ali Price in this one. And hopefully it is going to be a very good one indeed. We have got their morning as well, says Rob. Welcome in to the live stream. And Scott's putting 100 on Tonga, says El Diablo. And also we have got their, hey brother, thank you so much, Lee. I hope you're well too as well, says Katie Dixon. And also I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico, my friend. And also, yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking, Katie, as well. But yeah, so 2 very strong starting lineups, although Tonga, you would say that they do lack experience in a few of these other positions, which is why maybe in the later stages of this game, the bench is going to be very important. The likes of a Kafatolo coming off there, maybe a Jeffro Falimi Seula Mali as well could be another option. But Scotland, they're looking pretty strong. And like I mentioned, they're riding the wave of momentum. The last time that the Scottish side played, they beat France 27 points to 23, which is something that was just incredible. And also coming off a decent Six Nations as well. I have got it here. They ended up finishing 4th on 15 points, only 1 point for points differential behind Ireland, who did finish on 15 also. But at the end of the day, they didn't really have a huge points differential. In fact, they actually almost had one of the better ones out of the whole competition, finishing in 4th for Scotland here. So hopefully they do have a good performance in this one as well. We have got their brother Hamish Watson on the commentary, and my brother Hamish Watson be tearing it up as well like a solid man. Made a titanium 1 minute, then bounce off opposition like a bouncy ball the next as well, says Steve Smith. Yeah, very talented player, Hamish Watson. Got a decent first name as well, if I do say so myself. But yeah, it is going to be pretty awesome seeing him in action for the first time since the British and Irish Lions tour, I believe, if I'm not wrong. I'm not too sure whether or not he's been playing in the URC. We have got there, what a Dom bet, to be honest, paying $15 for Tonga to win. Just saying highly unlikely as well, says Aiden there. And also we have got there, hey mate, did you see the news as well? Says James Gordon, what news are we talking? James, do let me know. And also we have got their Tonga to win, says Rob. And also, oh, well, it's a decent hour for you. Not stupid o'clock as well, says Novam. Yeah, over here in New Zealand, 5:15 a.m. kickoff for that game up against Wales. But that's a tea time for myself at the moment, the way that I am going with my time zones. But what we will quickly do is we will make sure that this game is going to be on the TV ready to go. And also another game that I am going to be keeping you guys updated on is the match that has taken place for Australia versus it will be England in the T20 World Cup. I will be keeping you guys informed about the score in that game. And also, just to throw it in there as well, a few of the top 14 Gallagher Premiership ones that will be taking place at the exact same time. I know that there's some very good fixtures, including Northampton taking on Leicester. And that's interesting because Dan Biggar would be playing in the matchup for Wales if he was not contracted to that side as well. But we have us got there Scotland by 35, says Dwayne there. And hello, everyone. I say Scotland by 20 for Sebastian. And also, hey, brother, how you do? Says Katie Dixon there. And also, by the way, Katie, we have now got a Discord server for the Kiwi lads. I don't know where the link's gone, but I believe that Sebastian, if I'm not wrong, does know how to put it up on the screen as well. So that is something that we have been working on, and now we are going to be able to get it running. And we have got about 5 or 10 of us in there at the moment, which is pretty awesome indeed. But at this stage, there are quite a few games of rugby going on around the world, not just the top 14, not just the Gallagher Premiership, international fixtures as well. I'm very hyped up. As you guys can probably hear, I've almost got an extra spring in the vocal cords. Vu is not a word. Fun fact. And also we have got the sweet Let Me Download Discord as well, says Katie Dixon. And also we have got there who's in the Welsh squad, it says Aiden for who is in there. What I have got, I haven't actually got it up for in terms of being able to show it on the screen, but they have got the likes of their backline's pretty decent. They have got Jonathan Davies there, also Josh Adams, Owen Lane, and then in the 4-pack, I'd say probably you go Ross Moriarty, also Tane Basham and Aaron Wainwright, Alan Wynne-Jones, Adam Beard as their 2 combos, although they will not have Ken Owens, unfortunately, due to an injury. So instead it is going to be Ryan Elias slotting in at number 2, and I've got Scotland by 12 as well. Says Novmum there, and also we have got there doing great, lads. Thank you. Happy to see you've managed to grab some sleep as well. Says Sebastian and O Flower of Scotland. We will see your likes again. Says Stephen. Tell you what, Scotland, they have got some good fixtures coming up in the next few weeks. Next week, they are going to be taking on Australia, which should be a very exciting fixture. The next one that they have got 14th of November, mark it in the calendars, 2 a.m., taking on the Springboks, which will be a very physical matchup. And then their last game of the Autumn Internationals, they're going to be taking on Japan. And that should be also a kind of intriguing encounter due to the fact that we don't really know what to expect from Japan. We saw them play very well up against the Wallabies, but then Scotland are another unpredictable side that we just don't really know as well. And we have got there, my cousin and my uncle. They were getting vaccinated as well. Man speaking on the microphone, and my uncle, and that's my cousin, getting vaccinated as well. Says that James Gordon there. So also we have got the hi all from David David. Welcome into the live stream, mate. And to be honest, I think the New Zealand and Wales game will be a pretty close game, I reckon, says Aiden. Yeah, I feel like Wales have just got that fighting spirit as well to be able to stay in that match as long as they can. And then maybe, I don't know, 70,000 people. That's something that the All Blacks have not played in front of in a very long time. And I'm smiling ear to ear because of it. And also it's going to be a Halloween live stream. At the moment in New Zealand, it is Halloween, although we are the night before. But we are going to be doing a little bit of a little bit of a costume of sorts. A strange experimental team from Scotland, a lot of uncapped players, and Blair Kinghorn at 10. It should be interesting, all about building depth, I guess, as well, says Steve Smith. Yeah, definitely with the Six Nations only a few months away as well. I guess it does mean that a few of these URC players do get an opportunity kind of mixed in there with a few of the very experienced ones. I believe Jamie Ritchie is the captain for this one. My sister's Welsh, says Novmum, and also we have got there, yo man, how you doing? Have you been watching the cricket? Says Rob. I haven't up to this point that I know of, but South Africa, I believe, are doing a decent job chasing up against the West Indies, although I have only seen the scoreboard a couple of times. I haven't actually been able to fully watch it, but I believe it's a decent fixture at this stage, if I'm not wrong. And South Africa, actually, Sri Lanka might have just taken over a little bit because I do see that it has changed. And then our 6 down, I got the notification on my phone, and also we have got there. I also saw my Gramps and my Nana. I did see that you said that quite a few of you were getting together to watch the All Blacks Wales game, James, which is going to be pretty awesome to see due to the fact that it should be a very, very exciting fixture. And yeah, I hope you guys are ready for it as well. But nonetheless, what we will do is we have opened it up. We will show the starting lineups and reserves in a very short moment for these two sides once again. But going to be exciting. It is very, very exciting to see international rugby back. We did have 2 games last week, but now we're getting into those North versus South derbies that we are just going to get to see back to back to back to back. Tonga, for their next few fixtures, they have actually got England next week. That's going to be a very tough game for them. Then they've got the French Barbarians the week after, which I think actually overlaps with another game that we are going to be doing on the channel. And then on the 21st of November, they will have a match up against Romania. Sebastian, you'll be keen on that one, I would think, as well. And also we have got their South Africa struggling a bit against Sri Lanka. They need some boundaries and fast as well, says Sebastian there. But yeah, if Sri Lanka end up winning that one, that could end up kind of throwing a spanner in the works in that pool 1 as well, because all of the groups at this stage just seem to be getting closer and closer. Pakistan having a very close game with Afghanistan yesterday for that fixture as well. But nonetheless, at this stage, we are getting very, very close to kickoff. I see that we've only got 10 minutes to wait, which does mean that I am very, very excited. 10 degrees Celsius at the moment there for Edinburgh, which is the stadium that I have got behind me. Oh, I said Edinburgh, but I believe it's not called Edinburgh. It is called... It's not coming to my head, unfortunately, but it is this one. It's behind me. I can't think of the name. Unfortunately, and this is the worst time to forget it as well. We have got there. Scotland will see the last Six Nations as a championship that got away as well. Scotland missed out on the Grand Slam by a loss of 1 point to Wales, a point to Ireland, fine margins as well, says Steve Smith. Yeah, they had a lot of very close fixtures, Scotland, and they were very impressive, which is why the likes of when they get Duan van der Merwe, Finn Russell, and all those kind of guys back, Stuart Hogg as well, watch out for him. By the way, Steve, I don't think I've ever showed you this as well. Murrayfield, that's the name right there. But pretty much I tried to get a Stuart Hogg on a stick. You know how we got Ian Foster on a stick, of course. I tried to get Stuart Hogg, and unfortunately my printer kind of put him in and it spat him back out. And he looks like a zombie, which is perfect for Halloween, I guess you could say as well. So that is zombie Stuart Hogg, ladies and gentlemen, as his face got absolutely crushed by the printer when I tried to print him out as well. But Scotland versus Tonga, the last time these two sides played, it was 22nd of November 2014. Scotland able to get the win, 37 points to 12 as well. We have got there, Sri Lanka is about to win as well, says Aiden, and South Africa need 36 from 15 as well. I feel like we've seen enough of Zombie Stewart just for now. Maybe he'll make an appearance in the later stages of this live stream as well, but I am very excited for this game. I've said excited, and I believe that I will say excited for another 50 times at least on these live streams that are going to be coming up for these fixtures. But it's true, there's going to be some very good ones with 6 wickets down as well, says Aiden. But yeah, what we are going to be doing is hopefully having a little bit of a co-stream going so that I can see all of the other ones as well. Does anyone else use Mac? I'm trying to download Discord and it's stuck on an infinite loop of trying to update, and Discord isn't on the App Store as well. Anyone smarter than me with tech as well? Not myself, unfortunately, but it's a good question. I believe I used to think that it was on, I know that I got it on the App Store for myself, but that could be just something different, I guess, due to the fact that I don't really know what to do on a Mac, unfortunately, there. But hopefully someone will be able to help you out. Also, we have got there's a lot of people that like Mungo Mob, but my cousin and my uncle in the other one as well. And also we have got their Hoggy for Halloween, perfect Hamish. He is a beast as well, says Steve Smith there. Yeah, and at this stage, a Halloween night or a Halloween pre-afternoon for these guys, but Tonga making their way out in a flash-looking new kit as well, which is very nice to see. It's a different one to the one that they did have for the Cook Islands game, and also the match that did take place up against, it was Manu Samoa, their World Cup qualifiers. They didn't get off to the best start. It's not on the Mac Store as well, says Rob. And also we have got there, I mean, I'm on a MacBook and not my other Apple devices as well, says Katie Dixon there. But yeah, hopefully someone will be able to help you out in that regard. But yeah, I do know that it is on PC, but then I'm not too sure whether or not it is on the MacBook, but that would be slightly unfortunate if it is not. But they are showing here Ali Price going to be leading out Scotland here, but he has got the man behind him, Jamie Ritchie, who I believe is the captain for this fixture as well. You can watch the games on Foxtel this morning as well, says Aiden. So perfect for you guys who are in Australia. Get Discord on their official website, not App Store as well, says Finbar. And also we have got there, I think Scotland got this one in hands as well. Yeah, I would say at this stage, with the way that Scotland can play, that they would have a very decent chance of being able to win this match, maybe comfortably, depending on what we see from these young, talented Tongan players as well. We have got there, yeah, that's what I said, Omi, as well, says Katie Dixon there, and also we have got there in the chat about the Discord, but now Ali Price, he is out there at the moment. I believe they are co-captain. Crowd looks good. It is awesome to see so many people in attendance, although they will not be liking it too much because they are looking straight into the sun at the moment. They're trying to update as well, and you can download it on the App Store on your phone and iPads, but you can't download it on the Mac Store. Says Katie Dixon there, and also we have got the I went there, downloaded it, and it's an infinite loop of trying to update as well. Says Katie Dixon, but they are showing there Pierre Schulman will be hoping for a decent performance in the front row. I believe a lot of these players are all from the URC teams in Scotland, and also just in general, which is going to be pretty awesome to see. But at this stage, we are about to hear the national anthems, and then we are right into this match. Do let me know, ladies and gentlemen, who is scoring the first try of this fixture as well. Good, the crowds are back at the stadiums. Let's go. Wish I was there as well, says Steve Smith. And yeah, at this stage, I believe, if I'm not wrong, there are going to be around 70,000 at the stadium for Wales versus the All Blacks. Like, that crowd atmosphere is just going to be absolutely incredible as well. We have got there. So basically, there's no way to put Discord on the MacBook as well, says Katie Dixon there. And also, any Tonga players to keep our eyes on, Hamish, says Aiden. I would say number 15, James Fiver. Also, number 11, Walter Fafita. And then number 9, Sonatone Takaloa are the three that I'm going to be looking out for. Darcy Graham to score the first try. As well as Steve Smith, definitely a decent shout in the number 15 jersey for Scotland for this match. I'm thinking snipe from Ali Price around the side of the ruck is how I'm going to go with it for the first one. Katie, update computer and restart device. Besides that, I don't know how to help. As I says Vinmar there. But yeah, it's going to be a very exciting game at this stage. That is coming up very, very soon. Okay, I'll try that. As well, says Katie Dixon. But what we will do quickly while we are at it, we will show the Scottish starting lineup once again. Looking at Sione Tuipulotu in the midfield. It's going to be exciting to see how he links up with Darcy Graham, who is at the back. But then George Turner, I feel like he's going to be turning over a few rolling mauls for his side. And also Ferguson in the number 3 jersey, another one to look out for. And of course, Hamish Watson. He is one that you can't look too far past, as he is a very, very talented player. At this stage, we have got the Scottish national anthem, I believe. No, sorry, it's the Tongan national anthem. And at this stage, they will be wanting to play a very passionate game. We saw the passion up against the All Blacks. We saw it up against Manu Samoa. Cook Islands, they were the better of those two sides. And because of that, they now qualify for the Rugby World Cup qualifiers, I guess you could say, up against the likes of Hong Kong, Malaysia, or South Korea will be who they are taking on. But yeah, like I mentioned, James Fiver, number 15, keep an eye out for him. Going to switch to my iPad, but for a bit to see if that works as well. Says Katie Dixon there. And also we have got there my score prediction is Tonga 13 or 10 and 27 to Scotland as well. And Darcy Graham plays fullback. Nevertheless, I agree with Steve, who'll score the first try as well. Says Sebastian, yeah. Last time, I believe he was out on the wing, if I'm not wrong, for the Six Nations last year, but he has transitioned to the fullback role for this one. So we will have to wait and see. You can see the tears, in the eyes of some of the Scottish players. There's going to be an emotional time for them as well, that is for sure. Darcy Graham is a try machine. I'm predicting he will get a hat-trick of tries as well, says Steve Smith there. And oh my God, Katie, listen to me, as it says around there. But yeah, at this stage, we do hear the bagpipes, and they are blaring at the moment, which does mean the Scottish national anthem. We are very close to this match getting underway, ladies and gentlemen. So I will mention, if you guys are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We are going to be covering the game between the All Blacks and the Wales side here on the channel as well. Sione Tuipulotu looking like he is going to be emotional for this one. Sherman looking cool, calm, and collected at the moment due to the fact that he has been here many, many times. We have got that he's a wing for Edinburgh as well, and also we have there the bagpipes, and also get some sleep soon for the All Blacks as well. And I'm listening to you as well, says Katie Dixon there. But yes, Scotland, it is awesome to hear their national anthem, definitely with the crowd in attendance as well, being able to sing along to this one for their country. But nonetheless, the game between England and also will be between England and also Australia. That will be coming up in a very short moment as well, in about 30 minutes or so, as when that one will be starting. But you can hear now they have turned down the bagpipes, and now you can hear the Scottish crowd singing along for the song as well. You almost get goosebumps for it as well, which is pretty awesome to see. But yeah, we are getting very, very close indeed. Old Flower of Scotland as well, says Steve Smith, and also we have got there right, and there as well. But that is the end of the Scottish national anthem, ladies and gentlemen, and we are now ready for a little bit of international rugby. The first match of 2 that we have got today. The second one is going to be the match up against the Scottish, or no, not up against the Scottish. It is going to be All Blacks and Wales, but we have got there. Ireland looks like a very, very dangerous for the All Blacks as well, says Lawless Original. And yet it is going to be exciting to see them play in only a couple weeks' time as well. Proud Edward had no idea, did he, as well? And also That was from Sebastian. Also, we have got there Kyle Stein to score the first try. Scotland are the brave. It's amazing to see them singing loud and proud as well. Yeah, definitely with the attendance back at the crowd. I know that South Africa, they are going to have attendance in a very short moment, but now Tonga are going to be doing the haka. Well, their haka, I guess you could say, as well. But Takaloa, he is at the front of the moment, a very committed man to Tonga. He has had many, many caps as well. The Sipitao as well, says Novmum there. And yeah, that's pretty awesome to see the passion that Tonga will have here because of the fact that some of these players, there were debuts made in the games up against Manu Samoa and also the All Blacks. Other players here are getting the opportunity, their first opportunity to be able to get something going, which is absolutely awesome to be able to see. But at the moment, Tonga, they are looking fired up at the moment. You can see it on their faces. And at this stage, we are ready to go. Oh, no, he's still going. I thought he had finished. We had a big freeze. And at this stage, now they are ready to go, Tonga. And also, I had to Google what they call the haka as well. There's not one there, but now at this stage, I'm excited. This is going to be the first of two fixtures, like I mentioned. But anyone who is new, be sure to leave a like. Also, subscribe to the channel. We have got the, oh yeah, that reminds me of, or that will see the nice Tongan haka at Bucharest as well. Nice. Says it was Sebastian, but now at this stage, they are just showing the starting lineups once again. One to look out for in that forward pack, of course, will be the man in the number 7 jersey, Hamish Watson. We've also got there the one Tongan in the Scottish team as well. Says Dwayne, I believe that would be Sione Tuipulotu, if I'm not wrong there, Dwayne. But yeah, it is certainly going to be a very, very exciting game between these two sides. I'm predicting a relatively high scoring one. I think Tonga are going to be able to score themselves at least 2 tries in this fixture. But then I think Scotland might be able to get themselves maybe about 6 or 7. But they are just showing the Tongan side at this stage. Not too much experience for a lot of these players. The likes of a Stefano Funaki at number 5 could be one to look out for this fixture as well. But then also in the back line, like I mentioned, out on one wing, it is going to be Fafita at the back fiver, and then also Manu out on the other wing for this one as well. But we are at Murrayfield for this awesome fixture between Scotland and Tonga. We have not seen these two sides in action. Scotland since the Six Nations. Tonga since, I believe it would have been, I want to say Tonga's last match was against the Cook Islands. That was around that July transfer window kind of stage. Or not transfer window, sorry. Of course, this is international rugby, but around that July window of international fixtures. But now at this stage, Scotland is looking like it is going to be a very exciting game. Kinghorn going to be at number 10 rather than Finn Russell for this fixture. Also at number 15, Darcy Graham rather than Stuart Hogg. So they've got a few changes that they will have to try and adapt to. But yeah, this stage, it looks like it will be Scotland will be receiving this kickoff from Tonga to get this match underway at Murrayfield. This game is going to be kicking off in probably about 30 seconds time or so. The sun is out at the moment for Tonga, and they are looking very determined, very excited as well. Takaloa hasn't got a smile at the moment. Nick Berry, he is the referee who will be in charge of this one. He is relatively, I guess, 50-50 in the Southern Hemisphere normally with the people. Some people love him, some people hate him. But at this stage, it is going to be James Fiver who will be kicking off this one for Tonga here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this international fixture now between Tonga and Scotland is going to be underway. Kicking off deep now, and it is going to be just inside of the 22, taken nicely by Scotland. And now straight away, it is going to be the number 13 who is charging forward. Or sorry, it was actually Sam Johnson who was able to take that one now. Once again, going to be trying to drive their way forward. At this stage, they are going to be 20 metres out from their own line, and Ali Price looking like he is going to be putting it back into the hands of the co-captain, Jamie Ritchie, with a decent carry forward. And it seems like they're not too keen to kick this one away yet for Scotland, just trying to create the angle. And now Ali Price is going to be rolling it back here. And it is going to be now available for him to be able to put it high. And that is exactly what he has done. It has gone very high into the sun as well. Going to be hard to take for Tonga. They've missed it. But now it's bouncing back to James Fiver. Offloads back now into the hands of it will be Lokatui at a number 7 for this fixture for Tonga. But now at this stage, they are getting their first attack of this match as well. And that is something that they didn't get too many of in their last match up against the All Blacks. And also the Cook Islands, they actually played very well throughout that one as well. We have got there Finn Russell, Adam Hastings, and Duncan Weir would probably be all ahead of Kinghorn at 10. Hopefully the youngster proves himself as well. Taken nicely by Ritchie there under the high ball. And now it's going to be Darcy Graham trying to pierce through. And that is exactly what he's done. Darcy Graham still running. Oh, the legs have given out on him. 40 metres out now. But Scotland are in a very good attacking position on the field. Price now firing it back. Good attacking run there from Jamie Hodson. at number 4 as well. They have got some very solid locks here. Looking to the short side now. Darcy Graham once again, little chip and chase there. He has been taken out though. And it is going to be now kicked to touch by, it was Kurt Murrayfield, but Darcy Graham is down at the moment here, and it does not look too good for him. I believe he was taken out slightly late by one of the Tongan players. It looks like Darcy Graham will be getting up. Come on, score Darcy as well. Since he's 15, what, he's looking dangerous throughout the early stages. We end up getting almost, I guess, the arm of James Fiver as he is coming down as well. Tried to jump up and then braced himself. Almost a shoulder to the head, but we have got there. The sun is also blinding my eyes as well. Says 20. It is certainly bright for this hour of the night, that is for sure. But James Fiver there he had his work cut out for him there. Darcy Graham straight away already pierced in the line, breaking a couple of tackles, and then also going for that chip in behind. OMG, I'm tired. As I says, Avi Snake, welcome into the live stream, mate. We are currently sitting 2:35 a.m. here in New Zealand. That one's gone over the back though for Scotland. So a bit of a mistake there for line out. And now it's going to be Tonga driving their way forward. This stage still going to be available for them. Going back once again, a little bit of a loose carry there for Tonga, but they have still got a Takalua now looking to the short side. Quick hands here. Going to be a nice step on the inside from, it was the number 12, Via. Advantage here, 50 metres out at the moment for Tonga. Once again, it is going to be their big forwards. Tell you what, that is something that you will hear me say quite a bit on this live stream because of the fact that they are all solid individuals in that Tongan fullback. Definitely at Setafano Funaki. Beautiful ball there. And tell you what, this man's running like a back there. Aula on the outside now, down the wing. Get him very close, just shunted off a couple tackles there. And now at this stage, Walter Fafita getting them only 10 metres out here for Tonga, and they are pouring on the pressure straight on the ball there for Richie. Taken back by Takalua, and now trying to pierce the gap. Schulman able to drag him down. Tonga only 5 metres out at the moment here. Going to be once again going forward. It is Uhila. Once again trying to wrestle their way into that breakdown. The ball has come free, and now Darcy Graham gets it. And it's going back for the penalty, and he was going to be gone once again for an opportunity. Same, I don't think I'll be up for the All Blacks game as well, says Rob. And also we have got the Go Tonga as well. And also we have got the Police Bureau. I'm requesting you please do commentary for World Cup matches. A very exciting match between South Africa beat Sri Lanka in the last 2 overs. Hit 2 sixes in the last over as well, says Coding. And also Go Tonga go in the chat. But yeah, at this stage, Tonga, they have come out firing in this fixture. It's looking exciting, and it was Walter Fafita just bumping off Darcy Graham, just not able to get around the tree trunk of a leg of Walter Fafita down the wing. But yeah, at this stage, I know that there is another match that is going to be taking place because of the fact that it is going to be, England versus Australia. And also we have got the Steve Smith says, shame this game isn't on your main channel. Hamish, hope you get that draft or the daft strike sorted out. We all know you broke no rules, and we will back you up, brother, as well, says Steve Smith. I appreciate that a lot, mate. But yeah, pretty much the more that I dig into it, the more I realize the fact that it is quite dirty tactics from a bigger channel because of the fact that they did copyright strike us so that there's no competition in terms of anyone else doing the game at the same time, which is a bit of a, it's not really the way to do it, I wouldn't have thought. So I believe more than likely it will be 10 working days, and then the strike will get removed. That is going to be the penalty to Scotland. 10 metres out from the line at the moment, and they have been able to get themselves the penalty for the player leaving his feet there for Tonga. But yeah, pretty much they did strike me down so that I wasn't able to do the game at the same time as them, so that they can get everyone watching theirs kind of thing. But the thing is, we only had the people who were watching our streams normally. So it is, it's pretty rough as well. We have got their Proteas caught Sri Lanka with 1 ball remaining so close as well, says Sebastian. And that is massive points for South Africa there because of the fact that it is just one of those ones that, every point is crucial in that competition we have got there. Let's not forget this Tongan lineup is full of professional European club players, not amateur local club players as well, says Dwayne. And also we have got there, come on, Kingdom of Tonga. But now at this stage, the backline moving for Scotland, starting to open up. Darcy Graham once again on the outside now. Quick feet there for Rufus McLean. Going down the wing on debut for Scotland there. Flat pass there. Decent juggle. And now it's out the back line once again. And it is going to be now the number 14 here. Driving for Kyle Steyn. Trying to offload it, and he does manage to find it. But at this stage, this game is being played at a frantic pace. They're just jealous as well. Says Not Mum, that's going to be the advantage to Scotland once again now. Now at this stage, Tonga, they have to make sure that they don't let them through. But now it's going to be Xander Fagerson. He did actually miss quite a bit of the British and Irish Lions tour due to injury, unfortunately, for him. Now Hamish Watson didn't get really too many opportunities in that British and Irish Lions tour either, unfortunately, for that man, due to the fact that they just didn't really play him too much. But very talented player. That is for sure. Now it's going to be Ali Price once again going to the short side. Sione Tuipulotu going to be dragged down. Tonga still trying to get on that one as well. I think YouTube also get touchy at streamers for World Cups for some reason as well, says Steve Smith there. And yeah, I think at this stage, because, it's a big hit there on the man, and now breaking the line here. He's going all the way. That's Tonga. It's Scotland who were able to score the first try, and it was Rufus McLean who was able to do so. We will add that one as well. But Scotland have been able to break through. It did take 7 minutes, but Rufus McLean really getting some good front ball going as well. Or times of, I can't speak, I'm too excited about this match at the moment, but Rufus McLean just able to pierce the line, and they have got Walk 1,000 Miles playing in the background. I believe it's just called 1,000 Miles, but nice backline movement there. Out into the hands of Kyle Stain, breaking the line. Big hit there on Richie, and then from there just breaking 2 tackles. Got on for it, Rufus McLean, and he was able to score the first try of this match for Scotland. And he's just going straight through the tackle with Takaloa as well. Yeah, Scotland as well, says Steve Smith. And also, we have got there, you would do Black Cats versus India live commentary on the Kiwi Lad Sport channel. Who is special guest? Please reveal the name. I'm so excited as well, says Coden. We are still working towards it because of the fact that it may even have to be on a separate channel for this one. Are we going back for something here? Okay, they are just checking this one. Walk 500 miles as well, says Steve Smith. And also, we have got there, Scotland knocked it on as well, says Rob. And also, yeah, go to the TMO, says Rob. And also, we have got there, they go into the TMO. We will have to check this one right. I think it just smacked him in the face. I don't think it smacked any part of his hand there. I think it's just ended up kind of clocking him in the mush. Or Schoeman, though. Schoeman, I think it went back off Schoeman. So they are going to be still awarding it as a try, I believe. I believe Rufus McLean is going to get this one. Okay, so they are just going to be checking this one one more time to make sure that this didn't touch the hand of Jamie Ritchie, but it is just an interesting situation. Schoeman here, I think, is the one that we've got to look for, because the fact it just smacks Ritchie straight in the face, and then he gets nailed in the tackle by one of the Tongan players, so it didn't really help him out too much because he got a smack in the face, and then also the drive in the middle. Now I want the try emoji as well, says Steve Smith. And also we have got the, I say Stain would score the first try as well. Oh, I did say Stain will score the first try. Okay, no evidence of a knock on the try will stand, and it is Rufus McLean who was able to score that first one as well. And we have got the from Rob, not a happy man at the moment, but Tonga, they were very close to scoring their own try, so I feel like this one will still go back and forth a little bit, which is very awesome to see. But yeah, I am missing the emojis as well, the Kieran emoji. Tell you what, we can fix this a little bit. It's not the main channel, but there we go. He's back up in the corner just for now, Kieran. Welcome back, mate. Is it that way? Yeah, it is. Welcome back, mate. It's good to see you now at this stage. It will be Blair Kinghorn has now that one. So now the score is going to be 7-0 for them as well. We have got their knock on, says Obi Snake, and also we have got their close enough. It's the other winger as well, says Aiden. So you were very close indeed for that prediction. Straight off the face of Richie, and then just breaking the line there. Rufus McLean just going straight through, busting out of the tackle of Takaloa. And Discord isn't letting me in. It's stuck on this little tiny box. Saying update failed, try again in 30 seconds, and then he just repeats that message. Sorry, lads, I'll try again later as well, says it Katie Dixon. But yeah, that is very weird that it is decided that we have got the Kieran in the chat from Steve Smith. It may just say Kieran, but still has the heart next to it as well, and scored as well. It was, in the end, Rufus McLean who was able to score that one, so now the score is 7-0. But that is a decent kick downfield from Tonga off kickoff, so now Scotland will have this one 17 metres out from their line. That's a very specific number, but we all go with it. It is about 17 from the line as well. But Rufus McLean doing very nicely there for himself to be able to get the opening try of the fixture. It's going to be taken by Jamie Hodson now. And it looks like it has gone down, or has it? No, it is going to be now rolling to the side a little bit more, and it is going to be Marley just trying to cut that one off. It has gone down once again at a disadvantage to Scotland. So now they can almost go for a little bit of an attack here. It's going to be kicked in behind from Ali Price, finding a bit of space, but now sitting up for fiver, and they're going back for the penalty as well. You're in less. You're in the list as well, says Sebastian there. And also we have got there Stink KT as well, says Obi Snake there. Nick Berry able to get that one. Please, they played the advantage as well, says Rob Barkley. But yeah, at this stage, it is going to be the penalty against Lonnie Uhaila, I believe is the pronunciation, or somewhere close to that. And it does mean that it is going to be in the situation. And Nick Berry now given the penalty to Tonga. But yeah, I am looking forward to when we get the main channel back as well, because of the fact that, we've got plenty of plans coming up for that one and also for this channel as well. And I feel like this is the perfect opportunity to be able to kind of grow this channel alongside the main channel, because we are going to have two different things on these two channels as well as the Kiwi Lads Gaming. It is going to be in effect as soon as my Xbox kind of fixes itself, although it is at the shop in Christchurch at the moment, so hopefully it will be able to do decently. Yes, but offline as well. Says Obi Snake there, but now at this stage, once again, Scotland going to be driving their way forward here for the rolling maul, looking very strong at the back with George Turner still hanging on to it, close to the touchline. They're forced out now. Play the line out. Play the line out as the call, and Takaloa thinks about taking the quick throw, decides against it though, and now it's going to be Tonga who will have the opportunity to have the line out. We have got there. I can see your messages. I think you're good, lads, as well. Says Steve Smith there, and also we have got there Scrum Lads chat name as well. Says Katie Dixon there. But yeah, it's saying that I'm showing up in the chat, says Katie there as well. I believe that it's on the Discord server, if I'm not wrong, there as well, which is an interesting one. I don't believe I got a notification. That one is now going to be in the hands of Takaloa now, trying to drive their way forward via. Once again, doing very nicely in the number 12 jersey. Once again, it is going to be Nyauamo. I feel like I pronounced that badly, but I do apologize in advance. Takaloa once again is going to have this one available. Nice short ball there. It was Hingano at number 13, tackled though by George Turner. I'm looking down at the names a few times in this one, just because of the fact that there are a few tricky ones in there. That's going to be the advantage against Scotland now. Takaloa once again going to be passing it back, and now it's in the hands of Funaki. Jamie Ritchie straight on the ball, losing the footing though. So Takaloa once again going back. It's going to be a cross kick opportunity here from Kurt Murrayfield, putting it very high. Chase start. Oh, it's almost taken by Tonga. Wasn't a knock on. I believe it was. And because of it, it does mean it's going back for the penalty as well. Tell you what, that was close there for Atunaisa Manu. Was almost able to line up that cross kick. Decent one from Kurt Murrayfield. Went very, very high in the sky. Now at this stage, 40 metres out here for Tonga. Are they going to take on the three? James Fiver looks like he is going to be taking on the three. Yes, he is indeed. They are going to have the shot here. So now at this stage, maybe they will be able to get themselves within the 4 points as well. That was a very common number throughout the Bunnings NPC, that is for sure. Anytime we did have a fixture, was a game that was split by 4 points, other than the Hawke's Bay versus Manawa 2-1, which did go very, very high scoring, but almost taken beautifully there by Manu out on the right wing, but then just to put it down, unfortunately, for the man. Almost taken. A lot of pressure there on. Oh, it's just hit the hand there, unfortunately, for him. And now at this stage, taken on the 3 points here. James Fiver will be trying to put them back into a decent position, because they did lose their series up against Manu Samoa for the Rugby World Cup qualifiers. So Samoa have qualified now for that Rugby World Cup in 2023. Tonga still have to play another leg, which will be up against either Malaysia, South Korea, or it could possibly be up against Hong Kong, which I feel like is the more than likely candidate there. Was hoping that kick to the corner, as well, said Steve Smith. Yeah, I guess at this stage, maybe not trusting that line out as much as they possibly could. But 42 metres out for James Fiver. Definitely needs this one to go over. Struck it well, and it has gone straight down the middle. So now at this stage, it is going to be 3 points to Tonga and 7 to Scotland after 14 minutes, or 13 minutes, sorry, in this one as well. Does a little M. I'm not sure what that means, but he did do it. So we will trust him for it. And also we have got there in the chat as well from Sebastian. Also 2 games that ended up 37-33 today and 41-33. All 3 were 70-plus points games as well. Yeah, the Northland versus Southland game was a very high-scoring one. Same with the second match, Bay of Plenty taking on Waikato, where it was a very close finish in that one as well. And then Hawke's Bay well fought back for them to be able to get the biggest margin of the weekend so far. Taken nicely there by was Mapapalangi. They have still got this one available, though, for Tonga and Scotland straight away in the breakdowns. You can see how physical they are being for this one as well. Now, at this stage, Lokatui getting the carry as well. Takaloa now. It's like he is going to be using it, passing it back across field to the big forwards for Tonga. David Lolo here. And now Takaloa, a lot of pressure being put on by Xander Ferguson. They're going to be able to get it out here. Looks like Takaloa is going to get the box kick away. And he has done very nicely there. Found the touchline as well there. And also we've got there, can someone put the Discord link in the chat again? I think I fixed the problem. Please and thank you as well, says Katie Dixon. And there it is from Sebastian there. But yeah, this stage, I believe we've got about 10 people in that Discord, which is pretty awesome to see. I did accidentally start a voice channel earlier on today. which I didn't mean to, but it did kind of just happen because I tried to click a button and then it started ringing everyone, I think. But now at this stage, that's going to be the wide cutout pass taken once again by the try scorer, Rufus McLean, with the step. He's gone. And that's the second try of the match for Rufus McLean, adding that one once again, 14 minutes in. And now he has already got a chance of being able to score himself a hat trick. And we are only 14 minutes into this one as well. We will have that one once again. Rufus McLean, 7th minute, 14th minute. He is on fire at the moment. 2 tries in this match as well. And it gives Scotland just that little bit more of a lead now. Was from the line out originally, then from there off the back there for Hamish Watson, went to Ali Price, just using that back line, wide cutout pass there from Kinghorn, and then from there, he almost broke James Fiver's leg when he was kind of doing the step as well, and the try from Steve Smith there. And so we have got the hello from Scrum Lass into the Discord as well. Look at that, and then James Fiver almost just to feel the groin stretch in there for James Fiver, Scotland as well with the love art from Steve Smith there, but he is on fire at the moment. Rufus McLean out on that wing. Of course, normally they would have someone like a Duan Fundamuva or something like that, but the way that McLean's playing, perhaps he's going to get to start up against the Wallabies next week as well. Nasty step as well, says Dwayne. Yeah, that was a lethal one. Ended up trying to turn pretty much James Fiver's groin inside out, which doesn't sound like a very nice thing, but it wouldn't have felt too well for him as well. But at this stage, 12 points for Scotland, 3 for Tonga. And now at this stage, there is still the kick to come for Blair Kinghorn. But yeah, at this stage, we are only 9 minutes away from the next game getting underway as well. And what I can do while I am at it, we've got all of the Gallagher Premiership games, also the top 14 going to be kicking off in a very short moment as well. In fact, all of those games started 51 minutes ago. So I believe we will almost be at halftime for all of them. But now Kinghorn from the touch line. Well, that's a strike and a half, and that one has gone straight down the middle. 14 points to Scotland and 3 now for Tonga in the early stages of this one. So anyone who is wondering about the top 14, the way that it is sitting at the moment, Castres winning their game up against Brive, which is 13-3. Toulon winning up against Biarritz. Pau just winning up against Stade Francais. 10-0 for Perpignan up against La Rochelle, which is very impressive. Due to the fact that La Rochelle are actually the favourites heading into that one as well. Scott's playing great, says Obi Snake. They are indeed very nicely done there once again by Rufus McLean, who is on fire in the early stage of this one. But now the stage kicked off once again by Tonga deep into the 22. Now looking for a bit of a step there, Matt Fagerson. The stage now is going to be available, and Ali Price will be rolling this one once again back. Schulman helping him out for that one as well. At this stage, if Scotland can score themselves one more try before they get to halftime, I'm sure they'd be very impressed with that. If not, maybe 2 or 3, the way that they are going at the moment. James Fiver going to be dragged down there. And in the end, it was Kyle Stain who was able to make it. Now, Tonga just sending a man running straight through the middle. Didn't receive the ball, though. Still available, though, for Takaloa on the halfway line, looking for the short side. Once again, they have got out on the wing Walter Fafita. They decide to use him. And like they are saying, he plays for Connacht in the kind of Irish, or also the URC, I should say, as well, which has got underway very recently. But we have still got about a month or so before we get to see those games happen in South Africa. Once again, the high ball there under it as well. Taken beautifully, Darcy Graham. Is he okay? Because he has just been absolutely smashed there by the Tongan side. Have they got the penalty? No, not quite. Ali Price now going back into the hands of Schoolman. And he is going to be trying to break the line. But Darcy Graham nailed in that one by the 2 Tongan players and kicking it in behind now. Going perhaps for the 50-22 or just trying to find some space. James Fiver taking it inside of his 22 here for Tonga. And looking for the touchline. I believe he took it outside of the 22 there, and he has almost found touch, very close to it now. Darcy Graham once again going to be charging back. Does he run straight at them? He does indeed. And he is very brave the way that he was charging towards them. Ali Price now going back once again. Quick hands there to Schoolman. This stage now has been ripped away by Tonga, though, and Takaloa now going to be using this back line here for Tonga. They have got Fafita on the outside. If they can use him, he is going to be back in his pace as well. Getting close to the touchline. Thrown back in, though. And they have been able to just keep this in the field of play here for Tonga. 25 metres out at the moment. They have been told to release as well. They're loving smashing for Darcy Graham, the Tongans as well. Oh, it's an advantage now for Tonga as well. But yeah, at this stage, unfortunately for him, he's not the biggest player out there, Darcy Graham. So the Tongans, they are seeing him and going, you know what? I think we could break him in half before the end of this game. And now James Fiver on the outside. Now he has got the option on the inside to Manu. And nicely done by Tonga for their defence. Almost, no, not quite a penalty. They have still got the advantage, though, here for Tonga, so they can keep on throwing everything at this. Perhaps they go for that cross kick once again, or look to the short side. Takaloa once again, passing it back across field. Now it's going to be the cross kick. Bouncing nicely, slap back, and now still available for Walter Fafita. A lot of pressure on them, though, and they are going to be going back now for the original penalty for them once again. But yeah, hopefully Darcy Graham can make it out of this game with all of his teeth intact, but that will be a very tough task due to the fact that, of course, Tonga are going to be playing an extremely physical game of rugby as well. But Nick Berry going back for the original penalty, and from here, Tonga cannot afford to go for the 3 this time. They need to kick it for the corner or the scrum. What are they going to do here? We haven't really seen too much of this scrum so far. It looks like James Fiver, he's got the ball in hand. Please tell me he's not taking on the tee. Surely they are kicking this one for the corner here. Total penalties, 3 against Scotland so far and 2 against Tonga. And also at this stage, just Richie having a conversation with Nick Berry, trying to ask about a few of those penalties. So they will have to be careful not to get themselves a yellow card here, Scotland, because of the fact that discipline will be important throughout the later stages of this game as well. Believe they are kicking it for the corner, are they? Yes, they are indeed. No, they're not. They're going for the shot at the post here for James Fiver. This is not what I expected from Tonga. I would have thought that they would have gone for the corner or something here due to the fact that Tonga, I don't know whether or not they can outscore Scotland by taking on the 3-pointers. And this would only put them, well, that would put them 8 points behind. So they are still outside of that 7. So I guess there might be some tactics there along those lines. We haven't got the kicking 3 is no good when Scotland will put 7 on you right after. C.C. Smith nailed it on the head there, mate. And I feel like at this stage, you're probably predicting the future because of the fact that I feel like they're not too far away from having a counter-attack once again for Scotland. Perhaps, 21 minutes into this game, Rufus McLean, if he continues the way that he's going, he's scoring himself the 3rd try of his match so far. But 43 metres out, James Fiver. It's not an easy kick, but if he nails it here, it will give Tonga only an 8-point buffer, or an 8-point difference, I should say here. But James Fiver strikes it. I mean, he has got it. So that is one thing, I guess you could say, because of the fact that you do need the points if you are taking on the chance. He's done the M once again. I'm not too sure what the M means, but it must be symbolistic. Must be a symbol for something. That word was not working the way that I wanted it to, but like they are saying at this stage, Tonga, their fitness might be something that lets them down in the later stages of this fixture due to the fact that it is going to be a very fast-paced game in the early stages. Nice as well, says Obi there. Now at this stage, 14 points to Scotland and 6 to Tonga after the 20 minutes. That is some heavy strapping there on Lonnie Uhila, sorry. And now straight away, Scotland have got this one back. Knock-on advantage as well on the 22. Ali Price is going to be passing it back now to Zanga Fagerson. At this stage, with the knock-on advantage, they can really throw everything at this once again here for Scotland now, using the back line. Almost a cut-out interception, but not quite able to hang on to it there. It was Hingano. Almost would have been able to run away with that one if he did get the opportunity, but now going back for the Scottish scrum, which is going to be the first scrum of the match. We haven't seen any so far. Tonga don't want to be nailed like the New Zealand game as well, or nilled, sorry, like the New Zealand game at this stage. I mean, if they can score a try in this fixture, that would be pretty awesome for them as well. And that was almost it if Hingano was going to be able to pierce the line, but didn't quite hang on to that ball. So it is just going to be the knock-on rather than the deliberate knockdown due to the fact that he did get the 2 hands to that one as well. But do let me know, ladies and gentlemen, we did say Darcy Graham would score the first try. Are you sticking with him for the 3rd try of the match, or are you going with someone else? I'm going to say Ali Price. I'm sticking with Ali Price, even though I did say he would score the first one. I feel like he's going to be in a support run and be able to snipe round the side as well. But we'll have to wait and see, of course. And then if it is a try for Tonga, I'm going to say it's going to be Walter Fafita, due to the fact that from what I've seen so far, he's going to run over anyone who does get in his way, which is always great to see. But now at this stage, Blair Kinghorn, just getting a bit of a drink on debut for this fixture. So hopefully he will be able to have a very good performance. They will have Finn Russell back in the November internationals, which will include the match next week that they are going to have up against Australia, which is going to be a good one. Sticking with Darcy Graham for the 3rd try, but then McLean getting his hat trick as well, says Sebastian there. But yeah, that match between England and also Australia for the T20 World Cup will just be starting now. And what I will do while we are at it, we'll see whether or not I have got the information. No, it hasn't actually told me who is going to be batting or bowling for that one. But what I can do is go like this and then go like this. Okay, so England are bowling first in that game up against Australia for anyone who is curious. about that one as well. But now at this stage, there's going to be Tonga who will be under pressure, 22 metres out from their own line here. And they're going to have to make sure that they get it right. They've got the huge pack, though, 930 kgs compared to the 895 of Scotland. That one has been fed in nicely, and the front row goes down straight away. So that is going to be the advantage to Scotland now. It's going to be Price going back once again now, trying to link up on the outside. Beautiful ball there, Tui Pilotu, out into the hands of the number 14. And Scotland score their third, and Kyle Steyn is the man who was able to do it. And at this stage now, unfortunately, once again, they will have to ask the question for Tonga. Was taking the three the best option in that situation? But Kyle Steyn able to pick himself up his first try of the night, but all of the tries so far being scored by the wingers for Scotland 21 minutes in. So we knew that it would be 21. We just didn't know that it would be number 14. And try there from Steve Smith. I also love the quick pace of Ali Price. He has bags of energy and really fires up the squad as well, says Steve there, but it was very nicely done off the scrum. They had the advantage for the front row going straight down. Definitely bowl first, hopefully, as well. Says Obi Snake, and also told you 3 for 7 as well, says Steve. So also we have got the which is the Black Caps, or best case scenario for the Black Caps to beat India tomorrow, batting first or second. You've got to bat second due to the fact that that is pretty much how any side have been able to get themselves to win. Other than, I believe, no, actually, pretty much every single game, whoever bats second does win the game. So you got to win the toss, and you got to go for the, you got to go for the one as well. Also, we have got the poor Darcy, the one game he's not on the wing as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, you got to feel for the man. He's been nailed in the tackle quite a few times so far, but he's getting one by the end of this match, surely. And also, we have got the Tonga need to go for the corners as well, says Dwayne. Yeah, they need to find their way. A few more points in this fixture would be very useful. Definitely before halftime. If they don't get a try before halftime, I would say Scotland have the potential of being able to win this game by 30 plus, but Tonga can fight back. They almost had the interception a little bit ago. Hanging it away to the right just a little bit. So that means that Blair Kinghorn will be missing that one. But the score will remain at 19 points to Scotland and 6 to Tonga as well. Looking like a very high-scoring one. Is the game between Wales and the All Blacks going to be this high-scoring? Do let me know. I feel like it's going to be a very close fixture, though, that one between the two sides. It's Sione Tuipilotu on the outside there to Kyle Steyn, and he was able to put the ball down as well. We have let's get there right now. I hated it. Says Colas there in the chat. I have actually got the notifications. They come up on that corner of the screen as well, which I have got the game on, which is kind of cool. But now at this stage, once again, it is going to be the big man, Ferguson, in the number 8 jersey for this one. Getting wrestled down to the ground, still available for Scotland. It looks like Ali Price is going to be rolling this one back and putting up the box kick once again. Did they just say that Ferguson was an ex-boxer? That is scary to think about. But now at the stage, taken nicely by James Fiver, wrestled down to the ground by Hamish Watson, though. Has he lost his mullet? He is, hasn't he? Hamish Watson. I think he lost it during the British and Irish Lions tour. Now at this stage, it is going to be playing advantage once again for Nick Berry. Oh, Takaloa with the big seller to dummy wrestle down, though. And once again, going to be offloading it back. And at this stage, it looks like two players just got to drip at each other. It's a good hit there from Kinghorn once again. And they were looking like they were going to be going back for that penalty advantage. But now at this stage, using their backline once again here for Tonga. Manu with the offload. Trying to hold him up in the breakdown. He has wrestled his way to the ground, though. And I believe one of the players just face planted the ground. I think it was actually the try scorer now driving his way forward, David Lola here. And they are going back now for the penalty as well. We have got there. I have a feeling Tonga will tire in the second half. And Scotland will run away with it. And also, honest question, has Romania got any chance, at least not to embarrass themselves against Tonga? So I said, Sebastian, I feel like they've got a decent chance, Romania, for that one. And that is going to be on the 21st of November, I believe, an Xboxer or an Xboxer as well, says Katie Dixon, I believe EX Boxer. I think they said something about being a heavyweight, which I can well and truly understand. They're taking on the 3 again here for Tonga. They've decided that 3s are the way to go. I wouldn't have thought that it would be. Definitely not from 46 metres out at the moment. And Will Jordan starting, says Ovi Snake. He is indeed, mate. Out on the right wing, out on the left wing. They are going to be going with Rico Ioane for that fixture as well. But James Fiver needs to make sure he gets this one because he cannot afford to go for 3-pointers when there is the opportunity of getting yourself the 7 or the 5. But at this stage, like they are saying, maybe they do need to slow it down due to the stamina side of it. They haven't played in a very long time. These Scottish players, they have been playing in the URC, so they have been able to play week in, week out, but it is going to be pretty awesome to see how that URC kind of develops over the next few weeks as well. Definitely with those games taking place in South Africa, the likes of the Bulls taking on Munster, I believe, is their game that they have got themselves for 47 metres out here for James Fiver. Certainly will have the distance for it as well. Accuracy good as well. So he has been able to get it straight down the middle. 9 points to Tonga and a 19 now for Scotland. So once again, he has been able to put it over, which is very important in that situation. So now only 10 points difference. And at this stage, Jamie Ritchie really asking the question to Nick Berry. He's going to have to be careful because I believe they have already had about 5 penalties against them in this match, Scotland. And in this one, so it was actually Jamie Ritchie who gave away that penalty, but now at this stage, 26 minutes in, I think Romania and Tonga are fairly evenly matched. I'd actually say Romania might have a smidge better than Tonga at the moment as well, or might be a smidge better than Tonga at the moment as well, says Steve Smith. That one is going to be a penalty to Scotland. Now at this stage, they've got a 10-point lead. Do they take the 3 to insult to injury, or do they go, I'm not the best at reading lips, but Ali Price said corner, I believe. So that is what they are going to be doing here, Scotland. King Orn is going to be taken on the corner. So that just shows the difference in terms of the mentality at this stage. Scotland want to be all-out aggressive, all-out attack, try and slow down Tonga here. Okay, he will score first. Well, Jordan as well there. And also we have got their lineups on Discord as well. Says Sebastian, there we go. We've got the Discord server well and truly in full effect. 7-3 again as well, says Steve there. And yeah, at this stage, it is going to be interesting. And also we have got the R as well, says Liao. Welcome into the live stream at this stage. It is going to be the rolling maul. Tonga not able to score a try yet, but being able to get 3 penalties over so far now at this stage. Marching their way forward for Scotland, breaking off, and it is still going to be the same. More Ellie Price passes it back. Once again, going to be using the back line. Darcy Graham with the step there. Piercing the way through, just stepping everyone. Darcy Graham still 5 metres out though for Scotland, available for Ellie Price. Once again, going to be firing it back into the hands of Ferguson. Ellie Price now by his opposite number there, Takalua. Once again, it is going to be going back around the side. For it was Ferguson once again, now offloaded to Schoolman. Getting closer and closer to the line here. Scotland and Ali Price now looking to the short side. Dragged down once again for George Turner. They've got the advantage now, Scotland. And they are up to 6 phases round the side of the breakdown. Tonga need to make sure they stay on side because they have already got that penalty advantage against them. Still got the advantage. Still going to be available at the back as well. You can hear the crowd at Murrayfield coming alive for the Scottish side here once again. It looks like it is going to be Schoolman throwing himself at the line. He's wiggled his way over. And Schoolman scores the try. Tongan players falling over each other. And that is going to be another try for them as well. And tell you what, Tonga at the moment, they are under pressure from Scotland. We are going to add that one. Pierre Schoolman was the man who was able to score it. And if we were playing any other competition in the world, that would be a bonus point for Scotland after the 29 minutes. But of course, this is going to be maybe helping them out with their world ranking a little bit. I believe Scotland are ranked about 8th at the moment on the table, just ahead of Argentina. And also try from Steve there. And are you vaccinated as well? Says Lao. I am indeed. And that one, that looks like an awkward fall there for, I believe it was Mali Anya Uamo as well. And Scotland with the love heart from Steve Smith as well. Kicked it straight over, and now the score is going to be 26 points to Scotland and 9 to Tonga as well. So at this stage, they are going at a frantic pace here, Scotland, and they are going to just keep on trying to build their way forward. We will mention, though, they are missing a few of their players. So for that game next week up against the Wallabies, they will have the likes of a Stuart Hogg back. They will have Finn Russell. And it is going to be in that situation of it will be pretty awesome to see how it goes as well. 75% of our household are fully vaccinated as well. And Scotland are 7th Hamish as well, says Steve Smith, who is below, of course, Wales. Wales 9th. And then 10th will be, 10th is actually Fiji, Georgia, someone around there. I feel like because of the fact that we have that international rugby podcast, I should know exactly how they are sitting. It is actually going to be Seua Mali making his way out there. That is due to the injury, unfortunately, for that number 16 we have. It's got there, just like Steve said, go for the 3 and then come back you're with a try as well, says Sebastian. And also we have got there, Brent has said what happened to your other channel, Hamish, as well, says Brent. At this stage, we did receive a copyright strike on one of our cricket live streams. As you guys know, we don't show any match footage or audio. And the more that I looked into it, it was actually another YouTube channel or another cricket YouTube channel actually copyright striked it, which does mean we aren't able to live stream on there until that strike is removed, which is hopefully going to be by the end of next week or somewhere around there. But pretty much someone took it down because of the fact that they didn't want us being able to live stream the same game as them, which is a bit of a shame there. It's going to be a penalty to Scotland. No, that will not be a shame for the Murrayfield crowd for this one as well. We have got their boo as well with the thumbs down for Sebastian there. And also we have got there some cowardly cricket streamer manually banhammered it, brother, as well, says Katie Dixon. But yeah, the thing is, with it as well, you wouldn't think they would need to kind of take out the very small opposition. Like their channel is close to 300,000 subscribers, and they've gone around and they've kind of taken out every single other person who was doing it. And I feel like at the same time, it could have been maybe they thought I was Australian, which probably sounds weird, but because of it, it was Sri Lanka versus Australia, and Australia were doing well in their match. So maybe they were just annoyed that I was saying that Australia were doing decently, and that could have been the reason. But it is very hard to tell. But until then, we are going to be having the videos on the main channel and then the live streams on this one, including the match that has taken place between Wales and also the All Blacks a little bit later on. Now, at this stage, throwing it in nicely, and we have got there. Wales are lower ranked because they had such a long, dreadful run before the Six Nation. Kind of weird seeing the Six Nation champion. Tell you what, that is now going to be a sprinting champion almost there, and it's his second try there, Kyle Stain, and they score another 32 minutes into this one at the moment, and it is another try for Scotland in this game as well. There we go. We will add that to the try scorers list. We have got their typical Aussies as well. Says Obi Stake there, and also we have got their Scotland are on fire. Says Nobum, they are indeed. It looked like a physical outing at the very start of this one, but now they are just building their way up as well. We have also got their try from Steve Smith, and also we have got their sitting at ranking. They are as well for Steve Smith. Yeah, I believe they are ninth. Are they ninth? They might be ninth. And also we have got their soft cocks as well, says Brett. Yeah, exactly right, mate. And it does just suck because of the fact that YouTube doesn't really have a system to stop them from being able to kind of do it, I guess you could say. Because if you false strike, I believe a repercussion can be a channel termination. But the big question is whether or not that would happen. As also we have got that as if a streamer with 36 plus K viewers is threatened by a streamer with only 17 viewers at a time. What a coward as well, says Katie Dixon. Yeah, it is pretty rough because of that one. And cricket score coming up. It does seem like it could end up working their way. Maybe Scotland make it towards that kind of 70, or actually no, with the later stages of this game, I fear that Scotland might be able to get 80 points here over Tonga, just because of the fact that you would think that in the later stages of the second half, they would end up speeding up as well for Scotland, definitely with the bench that they have gone with for this match as well. But what we will do also for anyone who is interested in the cricket that we have got on at the moment, Australia are struggling at this stage, 2 overs in, and they have lost 2 wickets so far, and that was almost a third there. But yeah, it is actually David Warner, and also I believe it would be maybe Mitch Marsh has gone out as well. This is like a Scotland D team, too, Lost Savage as well, says Steve Smith. Yeah, the fact that like this is Scotland without Hogg, Russell, and also Fundermerva, that's scary for anyone that they are going to be playing. They are going to be taking on Australia. Then they have got the Springboks, which they will have to be very physical and very fast-paced in that game as well. And then they have got their final fixture, which is going to be up against Romania. No, sorry, they're up against Japan as their final fixture. Taken nicely there for Scotland once again. Jamie Hodgson would have claimed that one. Now Price passing it back across field. Schoolman, the man who was able to score himself a try just a little bit earlier on, has been able to once again make a couple meters. Tonga are still putting in the physical hits though, which is great to see into this fixture. And that is one thing that you know with Tonga, they will always be hitting you hard no matter what. Oh, it's a juggle from Xander Ferguson, and because of it now, it's available for Takaloa and Tonga to get another attacking opportunity. Richie trying to go straight through the middle now. Passing it back out the back line, rush defense there. And they are getting shut down a little bit, and they are going back for the scrum. And also we have got there, Hamish beat me to the exact same comment as well, says Sebastian there. And also we have got the, Russell Hogg and Fundermerva as well. And also we have got there, I thought Tonga was going to bring the pain train a bit more than this well, as well, says Katie Dixon. They did end up absolutely nailing Darcy Graham in the early stages of this fixture for the man, unfortunately, just due to the fact that, unfortunately, for Darcy Graham, when a Tongan player sees you holding on to the ball, they're going to go him straight into him for that one. And he's had it happen. He even got double teamed in one of the early ones as well. But yeah, this stage, it's a very physical matchup. I feel like the All Blacks versus Wales one, definitely in those forwards, might be quite physical as well for that one. Like Sebastian mentioned, that it is on the Discord. Anyone who does want to see the starting lineups, Ken Owens is not in the starting lineup anymore, and instead it will be Ryan Elias. And that is due to Ken Owens having an injury, which is a shame because the fact I was looking forward to seeing him in action. But then Tonga, they have also, it will be Wales. They are actually missing Liam Williams. Also, they won't have Dan Bigger as well. Backline movement here. Sione Tuipolotu now backing himself, running over the top of Darcy Graham once again. That poor man is just getting attacked out on the field at the moment. That's going to be a knock-on from Tonga, though. Now a huge amount of pressure on them. Now it will be Ali Price looking like he will be kicking this one, perhaps. in a couple phases time. They are going to be going back for the scrum. And also Tongan Giants double team. Scott as well says Sebastian there. Also we have got they are locomotives as well, says Katie Dixon. Also other ABs versus Wales after this match, bro. As well says Brent, they are indeed. So it is going to be a 5:15 a.m. kickoff here in New Zealand. So it is only 2 hours time until that one is going to be kicked off, which is absolutely awesome. And I am looking forward to it. Darcy Graham, once again, Tui Polotu's legs are too big to hang on to, unfortunately. And he just hasn't quite been able to get on. He's still got a smile on his face. Fair play to him, though. Did see the replay there of him just getting shunted off by Sione Tuipulotu. Sorry, not Sione Tuipulotu. It is actually Walter Fafita out on that wing as well. But we are going to be covering that All Blacks versus Wales game on this channel as well, Breen. And due to the fact that it is Halloween here in New Zealand, we're going to have a special dress, I want to say dress up, but I feel like that's not the right word, but we will have some sort of costume in check for that one as well. And also we have got the Steve Samers Tonga mate as well, says Al Diablo, and Sean Maitland as well. Oh, he is a player I didn't think of, and Chris Harris is a very good shout as well. And also Jones, McNally, Johnny Gray, Fraser Brown, tell you what, the list that is on there. That just means that anytime that Scotland are playing in the future, when they do have all those names, I'm excited for it as well. We have got the Pumpkin the Ghost from Sebastian there as well. But we were actually, it's quite a shame because we did quite a bit of we did quite a bit of preparation for our Halloween live stream that we were going to have on the main channel. We actually had a few custom Halloween emojis that we had created for that one, just to add a little bit of a special feel. But now, unfortunately, we aren't able to use those ones. But we will be having them for our future one. That's a loose ball there for Scotland. And now a great step there. And straight away, wow. It's going to be the number 11. He's already scored 2 tries on the outside now. Darcy Graham piercing his way down the wing, but he is going to be dragged down there. And a good tackle by Manu was racing. And now it's going to be Ali Price offloading it to Watson. Once again, going for the cross kick here. High from Kinghorn. Lining it up as well. It's going to be a prop versus a winger. And we all know what happens when you see that hat trick time for the number 14, Kyle Steyn. What a try, eh? It was a very nicely won. Nicely done one indeed, just out the back line. Originally got the opportunity for the number 11, Rufus McLean, just flying down the wing. Gave it to Darcy Graham, and then a massive cross kick out to Kyle Steyn. Just went well and truly high into the sky in Murrayfield, and because of it, was a very nicely done. But Rufus, once again, starting us off, Rufus McLean gives it to Darcy Graham, got trapped down the wing, but then found it back into the hands of, once again, that man in the number 10 jersey, Kinghorn, who has been working hard as well. Try as well, says Sebastian. Also, we have got there the Pacific Nations Cup to come back to the Tier 2 nations to develop properly, as well, says Dwayne there. And beautiful try, says Dwayne. And also, at this stage, Scotland are going to be put in on 80 points as well, says Not Mum. Yeah, that was roughly what I said that I was thinking the prediction was going to be. Originally, I thought it was only going to be split by about 30 points, but it's going to be split by 30 by the time we get to halftime. By the looks of it, Kyle Steyn got there before McLean. Unbelievable as well, says Sebastian there. And yeah, who would have thought that that was how it was going to be going when we did see 2 very early tries for Rufus McLean. At the moment, it is a field day for Scotland to be able to just keep on scoring the tries. Tonga not able to get one yet. Kinghorn, though, sitting 3 from 5. And has still got the kick to come to see if he can get it off as well. We have got there 1 hour and 43 minutes, and it will be Halloween where I live as well, says Steve Smith. Hey, do you guys have, I guess in Australia, because New Zealand, we don't really have too many Halloween parties and whatnot. Is there a few in Australia that one's just kept on going to the left-hand side? But yeah, do you guys have like the Halloween throwing the parties, or trick-or-treaters actually is probably the trigger, is the better question as well, because I know that here in our small town, if you put a black balloon on your mailbox, then it kind of tells the children that you are giving out candy. That sounded bad. We also got there this monopoly on screening international rugby by one company, Amazon Prime. In this case, will kill rugby by restricting the audience to those people that can afford to subscribe as well. Says John, I did see that the Amazon Prime, they are going to be doing the game between Wales and the All Blacks as well. And I guess at this stage, who was the kind of UK provider for it, John, before it was that case? But pretty much on this channel, we always do the live commentary for these games up until the highlights are uploaded on YouTube after them. So yeah, if you are new, be sure to hit that subscribe button though. But yeah, we have they agreed, says Katie Dixon there as well. And it's actually, Dickinson, I believe it is for John's last name there. I did say Dixon originally, but now at this stage, it is going to be halftime in this fixture. The score, 38 points for Scotland, 9 to Tonga as well. And we have got True from Sebastian with the thumbs up. But yeah, I really hope that they do keep plenty of options available for being able to watch the games. And occasionally, hopefully they do have a free game as well. Although I believe if you do sign up for Amazon Prime, do they give you some sort of free trial or something along those lines? But I feel like a lot of people may be using that when you do get into that situation of the matches that are going to be taking place. England taking on South Africa will be an awesome one. They celebrate Halloween here, but it's not as big as in Australia as it is in the UK and America as well, says Steve Smith. Yeah, pretty much with me having some sort of Halloween costume on, I will look like a goose, but I will look like a goose in front of a live stream, so I feel like it will be all right in that regard. But yeah, and I'm looking forward to seeing the second half. We will get some stats to do with that first half because of the fact it was a fast-paced one. A lot of tries. Rufus McLean, 2 in a row. Then Kyle Steyn, boom, 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 was able to get himself 3. And then Pierre Schulman was also able to score a try, and that was in the 28th minute. No tries yet for Tonga in this fixture, but the day is still young. It's not really here in New Zealand. It is 3:20 a.m., so depending on whether or not you consider that day or not, I guess most people would consider that night. Now, I think about it, next Sunday is going to be intense with the amount of games as well, says Dwayne. And yeah, I really hope by then the main channel we can have that strike removed. Although I believe at this stage, the way that it was struck, I think that they will be hanging on to it as long as they can. And then they will just kind of go, oh, sorry, we thought there was copyrighted footage, but there wasn't. I guess we can remove it. But yeah, it is going to be also there into the chat. Next Sunday is going to be intense with the amount of games says Dwayne, and also dress up as Harry Potter for our Halloween special, Hamish, as well, says Steve Smith there. But yeah, I guess that is the first guess, that anyone has said for my Halloween costume. And I guess that would be a throwback to one of our other live streams that we did have, of course, where we were talking about Harry Potter. And also, oh, that's mean. I've just seen a picture of anyone who knows Rugby Pass. Pretty much they've got Rufus McLean stepping James Fiver, and they've put a stool under James Fiver as he is kind of sitting there with his ankles half broken from that step. So that is nice of Rugby Pass to do the man like that. But yeah, pretty much there is Leicester playing at the moment, and Harry Potter is out on the wing for that game as well. 153 metres carried for Scotland, 6 tries to 0, had less possession in that first half, according to the stats that I've got myself, 42%, but a clean break 6-1, defenders beaten 12-5 as well for them. Tonga have had more offloads. Also, 41 tackles made by Scotland. No missed tackles. Dress up as an elephant fish, as well, says Sebastian. Of course, throwback to that one yesterday where I accidentally called a woman a man. Unfortunately, oh no, Scotland did miss one tackle. They have just updated it just a little bit. Yeah, I did say, look at this, or I've been handed a picture of this man holding an elephant fish, and then I was informed that it was a woman accidentally. But a beanie can do things to a head. Let's get there. 47 tackles made by Tonga, 15 missed tackles though, just a few too many for the early stage of this one as well. Rufus McLean though, 2 tries, Kyle Steyn, 3 in a row almost for that man, and then Pierre Schulman was able to score the other as well. But nonetheless, at this stage, we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway. It's a good catch, sir. Sorry, madam, as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, it was very unfortunate timing for that one. But anyone who is wondering also about Scotland's next fixtures that they have got next week, 3:15 a.m. New Zealand time on Monday, it is going to be Scotland versus Australia. Then on Sunday, November 14th, New Zealand, it is going to be 2 a.m. Scotland versus South Africa. That is one I am very, very excited for as well. And also we have got the Scotland versus Japan on the 21st of November on the Sunday, 2 a.m. for that one as well. We have got there, George should shave his head and go around like Festa Adams for Halloween as well, says Steve Smith. That'd be interesting. I don't think I've ever seen George's hair shorter than, I guess, that's going to annoy me now. I've knocked it free and it is just going to keep on going down. I'm Clark Kent, maybe a little bit. But it's one of those ones, I don't think I've ever seen his hair shorter than kind of maybe slightly short on the sides and still relatively long on top. Like, this is the longest by far that my hair has ever been by about 4 times. And I don't know what to do with it at this stage. Oh my God, as well, says Katie Dixon there. But yeah, maybe I'll look at doing some sort of thing to it in the future and see what I can do in that regard. But anyone who is wondering about the games that are taking place in the top 14 at the moment, I guess the big one is 9-9 Pau versus Stade Francais, and also Perpignan have once again been able to get themselves another try by the looks of it there. They are sitting on 17 points to 8 over La Rochelle, which is a very good win if they can do that there. And then also in the Gallagher Premiership, I believe those games are underway. Yes, they are. So the Wowzers, that's an interesting fixture right there. Tell you what, I'm liking these scores that are happening at the moment. So pretty much the Wasps are winning their game up against Bath 7-0. They were the favourites going into that one. Bristol have decided to turn up. They are winning that game up against the London Irish 19-0 for that one. Leicester are winning up against Northampton 15-0. And then Worcester are actually winning their game up against Sale Sharks 14-7, which is very impressive. But Leicester at this stage has Harry Potter been able to score a try. No, Nadolo and also Van Viek, were the two try scorers. But Dan Bigger is actually playing in that game for Wales. For Northampton. So they will want to make sure that they do win it. But maybe if Harry Potter scores a try there, George will be Peter Griffin as well, says Obi Snake. And we were going to have George on a live stream. Okay, the London Irish just scored a try, so they are trying to fight back in that fixture as well up against Bristol. And speaking of Bristol, we are just seeing the highlights of Bristol versus Leicester on my screen as well at this stage. But there is no URC that has taken place at the moment. And Australia in their game of cricket, it is going to be in the situation of 17 for 3 after 4.4. So already losing 3 wickets. And the wickets that they have lost so far, it is actually Glenn Maxwell, Steve Smith, and also it is David Warner. So 3 very big wickets for Australia in that fixture. And they will have to make sure that their net run rate does not get absolutely dominated in that regard. But the score at this stage in this game, you would say, is pretty dominating in favour of Scotland. But yeah, this stage, La Rochelle, they are actually losing their game by the looks of it, which is interesting due to the fact that I would have thought they were the favourites to be able to win that game, even though they're away from home. But home field advantage in France is just another level in terms of that as well. Now, at this stage, we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway. I'm getting notifications flat out on the Discord. You know what? I will look at the Discord. Let's see what we have got going on at the moment. I've got to spell Discord without the W, though, fun fact, because it was that fisherman. What is that fishing meme or the GIF that I have just seen there? I've come on, and the first one that I see is from Rob, and it's just of a random fisherman doing an interesting gesture. We have got the Australia is struggling as well, says Sebastian. And yeah, at this stage, they are already 3 down in that situation. And also, yeah, the flatty as well, says Rob there in the chat for everyone. I love memes and gifts and whatnot. But yeah, the stage we are just waiting for the second half to get back underway. Anyone who does want to join the Discord as well, Sebastian, have you got the link once again, Sebastian, for that Discord if you have got the chance? But anyone who is also not subscribed to the main channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is hugely appreciated, all the support you guys have been showing, definitely because of the fact that we did recently end up with that copyright strike, like I mentioned. But we are going to continue to improve, and hopefully we will be able to fight through it and be able to keep on streaming on that channel as well. But yeah, we have got plenty of stuff planned. It is just a shame that we don't have the emojis. I wish the emojis could carry over. But yeah, at this stage it is going to be the Bristol Bears versus Leicester game that they are showing at the moment. There is the link for Sebastian to the Discord if anyone doesn't want to join it as well. But now at this stage, I keep on saying but now at this stage because I'm watching this game of rugby and keep on thinking that that is the game that I am commentating, but it is Bristol versus Leicester. So what I am going to do is I'm going to mute it in my eardrums so that I don't keep on thinking, bro, I'm dead as well, says Robin. Also, I miss those emojis, says Katie Dixon. Yeah, at this stage, I've only got the Kieran one up in the corner. Unless, I've had an idea. While we are still at halftime, we have got a little bit of time to fill in before we get back underway for the second half. So what I am going to try and do here, let's see if this works. Hopefully it does, but I cannot guarantee it. But what we are going to be doing is we will go like this, and then we will go like this as well. And then we grab this one, then we go like this. You guys will just hear me saying this and this and this, but it will make sense at a very short moment as well. We will go like this and like this, right? If I'm not wrong, which I could be because of the fact that I am often wrong, I put it up in the corner for that one. So now we can just try and have the emojis, I guess, up in the top corner. So when you guys use them, like you normally would, I guess, I will just try and have them pop up in the corner for that kind of moment as well. But yeah, at this stage, we'll see how it goes for that one. We will have to wait and see, though. But we have got the try up in the corner. We'll put Kieran back as well, like this as well, says Dwayne. And also we have got the, I've just seen Rob's GIF as well, says Sebastian. Yeah, it was certainly one that, like, I'm not sure what's been said beforehand, but then that first one that I see is just that one as well. I love the face she makes at the end as well, says Katie Dixon. as well. But, speaking of faces, I haven't got the George or the Hamish emoji there either. So I feel like that is something that I need to really get there as well, so that we have still got that one available for you guys to be able to see. But at this stage, anyone who was wondering, that is an old lineup that accidentally popped up on the screen. We will get rid of that. That is actually very old for that one. That was Argentina versus Australia, which did take place about 5 weeks ago or so, I believe, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, at this stage, we are going to quickly go like this again. And we will go like that as well. And then we will be able to get the Hamish emoji and the George emoji up for the corner of that one as well. But at this stage, we have still got ads. This is a relatively long break in between. I was going to say innings. I'm too far into cricket mode at the moment, but we have still got a little while before we get back underway. But do let me know, ladies and gentlemen, who do you think is going to be winning this game between Scotland and Tonga? And what is the score going to be? I feel like I know who you're going to say for who's going to win, but what is the score that you guys are predicting? I am going to be harsh, and I'm going to say that Scotland are going to get to 80 points. I'm going to say it's going to be 80-16, 19, 16, 16. We'll go 16, and the reason behind that is I am going to say that Tonga are going to score a try. We're just going to have to wait and see how they do it as well. But now at this stage, just waiting for the second half to get underway. It is a relatively long break for this one as well. But right, I go like this, and I go like this as well. Hopefully, we will be all good to go in terms of having all of the emojis and everything up in the top corner so that you guys can see it as well. There we go. We always got there the face and also 62-14 for Dwayne's prediction there. So an unconverted try for Tonga and also a few more tries for Scotland as well. But at this stage, we are just waiting for the second half to get underway. I believe it is a relatively long halftime break that we have got ourselves here for this fixture. But I am very curious to see how all of the other games of the top 14 and also they haven't changed too much overall by the looks of it. But then also the games of the Gallagher Premiership, because it seems like those are going to be very high scoring ones. London Irish sitting on 5 points, and then Leicester actually scoring themselves another try. Was it Harry Potter? No, it wasn't. It was Nadolo again. He's hogging it at the moment out on the wing. You got to give it to Harry Potter. He needs a try for the special Halloween day that is coming up very soon, although it is not Halloween in the US or in the UK or anywhere like that, I believe, at this stage. But yeah, just New Zealand and then also some regions of Australia. Yeah, I'm excited. All right, we have got the players back out on the field. It is going to be Scotland kicking off this one from left to right. Second half at Murrayfield, just before we get into the next game that is going to be Wales versus the All Blacks. And that is going to be kicking off in exactly 1 hour 45 minutes time. That took way too long to do the maths as well. And I've got that Notorious in the chat as well. Oida Wallabies got Scotland next. Noel Alicio, he's back home, homie as well. Says that Notorious, yeah, he has come back for the Wallabies because of the fact that Quade Cooper, also Samu Karevi, going to be missing. And then there is the injury to Reece Hodge as well, which is just causing a little bit of problems there. And we have got there Kale Taigo as well. Who do you think will be able to score the try for Tonga? Do let me know, mate. Now, at this stage, I want to see them get one, whether it is Walter Fafita, whether it's James Fiver, or anyone like that. Noel Alicio was bad, to be honest, as well, says El Diablo. Yeah, he didn't perform in those games. The thing is, his running game was actually decent. Noel Alicio, it was just off the tee that just didn't work out for that man. So I assume if they don't give him the tee and instead O'Connor or someone like that gets the tee, or maybe someone else that they will be having out on the field at the same time, because they are missing Matt Tamua, who was also another goal-kicking opportunity. Scotland versus Australia will be a cracking game. Can't wait. As I said, Steve Smith, yeah, that is going to be next Monday at 3 a.m. or so, but hopefully by then we will have the channel back as well. We haven't got that. Thank goodness O'Connor is back, says Dwayne. Yeah, if he wasn't back and they had just lost Reece Hodge, also Quade Cooper now, yeah, it would be a struggle for them at number 10. So it's lucky that James O'Connor has made his way back, but now the game, the second half of this one at Murrayfield in Scotland, it is going to be 36 to Scotland, 9 to Tonga, and we are now going to be back underway. Nick Berry blows the whistle, and the second half is upon us now for this one as well. Like they are saying, the sun is still out for this game. It looks like it's a very nice day as well, so hopefully it does continue for the second stage of this match. Seula Mali now wrestled down. He did come on the field relatively early due to the injury of Mali Anya Umao, I believe it was, but now James Fiver looking for the touchline here, not quite able to find it. Crosby actually out on the field for Hamish Watson, which is an early sub that we wouldn't have been expecting, but maybe just trying to ease him back into it. And now, once again, Ali Price looking to the short side here. Gonna be the draw and pass, and tell you what, the man out there, Sione Tuipulotu, doing a backwards roll. He had Kyle Stain on the outside, who has already scored himself a few tries, 3 to be exact in this one. Schoeman also scoring, and he is now rolling his way forward. Now at this stage, it is going to be going back to Ali Price once again, now trying to get the draw and pass going. The number 10, beautiful offload. Oh, but the ball's been dropped by Scotland there, and unfortunately, Sam Johnson just not able to hold on to it. Seula Mali now running straight sideways as the men on the outside if he uses them as well. Now, once again, the draw and pass out to Manu out on the wing. He is getting picked up and dropped out of the field of play, and that is going to be the line out now for Scotland. We have got their Tonga will show us some guts as well. And also we have got their house Billy, says Slowfinger. He's doing very well at the moment. He has been kind of sleeping quite a bit recently, I believe. But overall, he has been kind of getting a few little moments that he does like to be on the live stream every once in a while. We need to get him on for another one very soon. But every time we have got the kind of live stream in the middle of the night, he is asleep, unfortunately. But now, once again, it is going to be Scotland driving their way forward. Hamish Watson subbed off. He was indeed. They did decide to take him off. But while we are at it, we will put Billy as the emoji up on the screen. There we have got ourselves, and now it's going to be Crosby. Flat ball, a little bit forward, was it? Yes, they are going to be going back for the knock-on as well. But now that Kieran emoji, it is going to be switching to a Billy emoji up in the corner there. As you guys can see, that is my cat. He is blind in one eye, unfortunately. But, yeah, he does love himself quite a bit there, and also loves a bit of chicken. We have got there Japan versus Scotland, 11:20 as well. Yeah, they are going to be playing off at, I believe, if I'm not wrong, I will have a quick look in New Zealand time. That game is going to be at 2 a.m. New Zealand time on the 21st of November, but that will be the 20th of November for pretty much every other region of the world as well. But now at this stage, Scotland, they did drop that ball, so Tonga are going to have the opportunity. And we also got there in the chat, Sebastian has got a few of the cats and dogs in the chat as well, by the looks of it. And also we have got there Steve Smith is using the Billy emoji in there as well. And now at this stage, it is going to be Takalua will once again be feeding the ball in 40 metres out from their own line here, Tonga, and they will want to get themselves a try in the very early stages of the second half. And if they can do that, maybe they get themselves 1 or 2 more after that as well. But a big push, but Tonga being able to hang on to it. They've got 930 kgs in their forward back. James Fiver looking for the touchline. Going to be taken nicely by Darcy Graham. Now he's going to be running it straight back at the Tongan defence, or just slips into the tackle there of Takalua. Still available. Pearson the line there. Round this side, it was going to be Rufus McLean. Still going to be available once again here for Scotland. Looking to the short side. Tuipulotu now draw and pass. Down to the hands of Sam Johnson. Wrestled down by Tonga and straight on the ball. No, it's an advantage. He did leave his feet there. And it is going to be now taken quickly by Ali Price. He does know that they are going to just try and keep that pace going throughout this whole fixture. Slow down the Tongans in the later stages. Crosby now off to Ali Price. Draw and pass. Schoeman once again getting the carry. Ali Price now trying to pierce the line, giving it off to the big locks. At this stage, they are making some very good go forward, but Tonga win the penalty for not releasing in the breakdown as well. So very nicely done by the Tongan defence, 22 metres out from their own line as well. And they will now be kicking it for the touchline. I believe I want to say that it was Stefano Funaki was able to get that one, but not moving away is the call there. But Ali Price deciding to take it quickly in terms of taking the quick tap. They have decided that that is the pace that they are willing to play this game at. They're just going to keep on going, but big hits put in by Tonga once again, which we always expect to see from the physical Tongans. Now at this stage, it is going to be in the situation of now it will be, yes, they are showing Stefano Funaki. Solomoni Funaki playing earlier on for Hawke's Bay. He's actually signed for Moana Pacifica, and it will be interesting to see if any of these other Tongan players get signed by Moana Pacifica in the near future, because they are building quite the side at the moment. Super Rugby kicking off in February, Super Rugby Pacific that is, and we are going to be covering all of those ones on the channel as well. But now at this stage, rolling their way forward here for Tonga. The back of the rolling maul getting forced sideways. Still available though. So what can they do from here? Tonga, it looks like Takalua is going to be getting that one. Once again, passing it back across. There is a bit of a contest there on the sideline, or one of the players is not too happy, the Tongan that is. And now Takalua once again looking like he is going to be putting up the box kick. It is going close. It's going high as well. Taken nicely there by Schoeman, or did he drop it? It was a little knock on. And now it is going to be the scrum feed to Tonga once again. And now instead of being 40 metres out from their line, they are 40 metres out from the Scottish line. That is going to be exciting to see whether or not they can get themselves the first try of the match for them. Who knows? Maybe they can get themselves multiple in this one as well. Time off from Nick Berry, and I believe more subs might be being made here. And Schoolman just having a good old chat with one of the Tongan front row because of the fact that this scrum, it is an intense one. Like I mentioned, 930 kgs for Tonga in this fixture. And then Scotland, they are sitting at a whole 890 or somewhere around there. So two very big full packs. And I'm looking forward to seeing the Scottish scrum with the likes of Ferguson, Schoolman in the front row as well, going up against Taniela Tupou, James Slipper, the Wallabies, and the one that is coming up and the next one as well. But now at this stage, it is going to be Schoolman, who they are showing. He has been one of the keys in the front row for Scotland throughout this one. Was able to score himself a try just a little bit earlier on in the day as well. 28 minutes in. Is that Eddie Jones? I think it's Eddie Jones. It's hard to tell. I think it is Eddie Jones. I think he is yawning at this stage. Yes, he is. Eddie Jones is yawning while watching this game, which is not a good sign. But also we have got there with Eddie Jones as well. Or what the hell, Eddie Jones, I assume that is from Tiny. Yeah, I guess he's decided to come to Scotland and watch this game, and then maybe he's going to watch England play Tonga next week. Could be the next one that he does decide to watch. Maybe he's actually, that would make sense. He's scouting Tonga for next week's game up against England, I would think, and also maybe just seeing Scotland a little bit for this game as well, due to the fact that the Six Nations are only about 4 months away as well. But now Takalua are going to be putting the ball in to the scrum. Big push there from Scotland's front row, but they are going down now. It is going to be a good attacking run there from Manu. Trying to pierce it, but wasn't quite able to break through. And now it is going to be once again a big carry from Lever Fafita around the side now and starting to get some go forward for Tonga as well. Takalua looking off to the right-hand side, but that's going to be the drop ball, unfortunately. Double knock on. And now it is going to be a scrum feed as well. He's spying as well, says Steve Smith, and he's analysing Tonga as well, says Dwayne. He's decided to maybe do a little bit of research. And I guess it's better watching them in person than it is watching them on film, although I'm sure that he will have plenty of clips that he will be looking at. I feel like that was because of Eddie Jones. He did yawn before, and he's now started the trend, unfortunately, but hopefully that is the last yawn of the night for ourselves as well. Anyone who is wondering as well, for that game that has taken place for the T20 World Cup, it's not looking too good for Australia at the moment. 35 for 4 after 8.3 overs. The Tongan side defo better than the one that played against New Zealand as well, says Dwayne. Yeah, they have got a lot less debuts taking place as well, because, I mean, they had a few club-level players for that game up against the All Blacks. So it is great to see that they've got a few of their internationals back for this one. And you can hear the crowd at the moment. They are getting behind Scotland to be able to score themselves maybe 1 or 2 more tries. Bath versus Wasps is actually 10-all at the moment as well. That's going to be the penalty going down in the front row, and Scotland have been able to get that as well. We do see here 17 points to 7. Sale Sharks are not winning their game, which is an interesting one because of the fact that they were supposed to for that one. But I do see there is another try for Leicester. Is it Harry Potter? I've got the fingers crossed. It's Julian Montoya. He deserves one. He is a very good player, Julian Montoya, of course. But Leicester at the moment, they are dominating Northampton. They were actually going in as the underdogs for that fixture as well, but that has found the touchline. And now it is going to be the line-out throw once again for Scotland. We have got there. Should tell Scotland. Eddie's yawning. So hurry it up, yo. As well says Gangster there. Also, we have got the Australia might just finish with less than 100 runs as well, says Sebastian. Tell you what, if they did, I feel like at this stage, England would be able to chase it down nicely now. It's going to be a little bit of a backline movement out now into the hands of, once again, Rufus McLean close to the touchline, but he wants to get himself the hat-trick that he is very, very close to being able to get. One of the Tongan players that's down at the moment, so playing with 14 at the moment here, and it is going to be an attacking run from Sione Tuipulotu on the outside, almost an interception for Tonga, but it is going to be claimed once again there by Kinghorn, going with the step there to captain Jamie Ritchie. At this stage, they are just continuing to pour on the pressure here for Scotland. It's going to be a decent run forward, bumping off the tackle there, Turner. 10 metres out. They've got the penalty advantage as well now, going to the short side once again. A nice step on the inside, not able to find the offload though, which would have gotten the man his 4th try now. It's going to be the cellular dummy from Kinghorn, and at the moment, the go forward is very, very good, although it's going back for the penalty now. They are looking for the mark. It looks like Darcy Graham wants to take the tap straight away. Is he going to? Surely he's not going to throw himself at the line. If he does, fair play to him. But I believe they are instead possibly going to go for the scrum here. Okay, they are going to go for the corner here. So they are going for the line-out drive. George Turner could be in a very good position to be able to get something going here for his side. We did see him at the back of the rolling maul a little bit earlier on today, and it was making meter, so that is exactly what they will try and do here as well. La Rochelle scoring themselves a try in the 77th minute, but I don't believe that will be enough to get them the win, due to the fact that they are well and truly behind up against Perpignan, which is going to be an upset and a half. But now Kinghorn kicking it for the touchline, 5 meters out now, and Scotland smell blood. They want one more try at least before the 50th mark, and then they will go from there. Kinghorn's having a very good game at number 10, though, so maybe he has earned himself a spot off the bench when Finn Russell does return, just due to the fact that he is playing very nicely. Maybe he gets to start up against Japan, maybe, depending on what they decide. But at this stage, the time is off at the moment, and it's going to be another sub being made here, and it is one of the Tongan forwards, I believe, going to be taken off, unfortunately. The stage, I believe it is an HIA, so that is why he is going to be taken off the field here for Tonga. I am just waiting to see exactly who they say is going to be making his way out there. It's actually going to be Via, who will be coming off the field now. And I believe replacing him, more than likely, they might go, if they've gone with Halo or if they've gone with Haisala Loko Tui, might be the option that they do go with in that situation. And also the front row is going to be replaced. It is instead going to be Jeffro Falimi making his way out there. And that is replacing Uhaila, who has had a very good game so far throughout this fixture. But he is making his way out there. Jeffro Falimi, very talented player, very good in a prop, very good in a front row, I should say, as well there. And now at this stage, they are showing Haisila, who will be coming off there. And also we've got there Adam Haste, will always be Scotland's second choice, number 10, Hamish, as well, says Steve Smith. Who does he play for at the moment, Steve? Do let me know. And is he, I assume he will be available for the Scotland game up against the Wallabies, perhaps. So that is going to be also Asia Halo, who is going to be making his way out onto the field now. 49 minutes through this game at this stage. Both of these sides going to be working hard. Hastings as well, or Adam Hastings as well from Steve Smith there. But now 5 meters out at the moment here for Scotland. And it is going to be an important throw for George Turner. If he can get this one straight, that is going to be Via off the field for Halo as well, is the sub that they decided to go with. They have still got a few options on the bench. The likes of Metiaki Kafatolo might be another one that Tonga will release soon. Luke Crosby coming on at halftime, and that was actually for, in the end, it was, if they got another player off the field. It looks like they have, so it is actually going to be Kurt Marath, who will be coming off the field as well. And now because of it, it does mean that it will be Haisila Lokotui making his way out onto the field in the number 23 jersey for Tonga. So having to make 2 changes in that back line straight away. One due to injury, and in fact, probably the other due to injury as well. I think he's at Gloucester as well, says Sebastian. At the moment, I am going to have a quick look. When did Gloucester play? Have they already played? They actually had 16 points to 13 up against the Exeter Chiefs. I do see there, but now at this stage, they are going for the rolling maul here for Scotland. 5 meters out at the moment. Good defense so far from Tonga, being able to force it backwards, but Turner now is just waiting patiently at the back, creeping his way forward now, and now it's starting to move once again here for Scotland. Turner just has to fall down. He's done it. And that is another try for Scotland once again, and they are going to be moving into the 40s now for this fixture as well. We will add that one as well, and tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go like this. We've added a try up in the top corner just for now, but it was in the end the man in the number 2 jersey, George Turner, who was able to score it for them once again. We will add that one. George, I spelled it wrong, but that is unfortunate because of the fact that I have a friend called George, as you guys know. So he would not be too happy if I did spell his name wrong. But George Turner able to score that one down. Try. Come on, score, says Stephen. That is exactly what they were able to do. Very nicely done by them, and just got it marching for, putting the ball down and scoring themselves the try as well. Very nicely done by Scotland. Just getting that go forward. And if you are a Tongan supporter at the moment, perhaps this face is the one that best describes how it is feeling at the moment, due to the fact, so good to see the emojis as well, says Katie Nixon. I know I've missed them already, even though we have only not done a live stream yesterday and the day before, I believe it was Tonga, without KC or HC Kefu. When will he meet them in the series as well? I assume more than likely after, or once we get into the November International, I believe will be the next time that we do get to see a few of the Tongan players get added back in. So I believe their next game, I am just going to get it up for me as well. He has missed that one, Kinghorn, just didn't quite line that one up, but 41 points at the moment for Scotland and a 9 for Tonga. So the next game for Tonga is going to be next week up against England. That is part of the November International. If he doesn't play or doesn't join up with them for that one, maybe the French Barbarians the week after, or Romania on November the 20th. It will be when that is as well. So hopefully we do get to see a Tongan try in this match, though. And at this stage now, it is going to be McNally, making his way out there. Also Bati, and it will be Kibo also going there. And also we have got there two Tongan players injured in Scotland. Got to try. Well, Eddie's up as well. Says a Mobster. Also we have got there Love the George emoji as well. Says Steve Smith, I do as well. And I had a special one planned for Halloween that I was going to try and get done, although we didn't really get the chance to make it. But we were going to have George somehow dressed up for that emoji as well. But maybe we do get to do one for Christmas for those ones where we do not have the copyright strike as well. But now at this stage, a little bit of a juggle there for Scotland. But they have still got this one. The whole front row just taken off. Sam Johnson now with a bit of a step, trying to make his way through the middle. Good low tackle there from Funaki, though. Still available. Goes Price now. Kinghorn to the short side. A little bit of a juggle there from the replacement number 16 there. Stuart McAnally did unfortunately drop that one. And now at this stage, still available here for Scotland, though. Going to be Luke Crosby. Almost one of the first carries we have seen from him. They are saying that he's got to roll away, and that is exactly what the Tongan player has tried to do as well. We have got there now. Kicked high from Ali Price. And going in behind. Going to be taken nicely there by James Fiver. What can he do? Trying to pierce the line out hard, though, in the tackle there by McAnally. And also the captain. This stage, Takalua looks like he is going to be going to the short side. Just a little nod to that man now. And it is going to be, I believe that was Faliafa, maybe out on the field as well due to the earlier injury. So at this stage, Tonga have lost about 3 or 4 players due to injury in this one. It slightly reminded me of Manu Samoa, their second game up against them. Little bit of a juggle there for Crosby. Hit hard in the tackle there. And now a counter ruck from Tonga. No. Still on the side of Scotland now. Going to the short side once again. Tui Pelotu with the cell of the dummy. Passes it back across there to Ritchie. At this stage, Scotland, they have only scored 1 try in the second half. So at this stage, you would say that's a bit of a win for Tonga in that regard. And it's a penalty to Tonga as well. Now 40 metres out. Please do not take the 3. Please do not take the 3. They are currently sitting 40 metres out. They can kick it for the corner. And they can see whether or not they can get themselves a try. But it was, unfortunately, the number 4 there, Jamie Hodgson, to get penalised. Christmas emojis with Santa hats as well, says Bastion. So I feel like that will definitely have to be on the cards for that one. But James Fiver now kicking it for the corner here for Tonga. It is indeed going to be about 10 minutes out. This game making me fall asleep as well, says say. But the good news is it is only going to be about an hour and 30 minutes or so before that Wales versus All Blacks game will be kicking off. They are making another sub here. It is going to be Kalfusi making his way out onto the field, and that is going to be for Mapapalangi as a player coming off now. 54 minutes into this fixture. And Seua Mali with the most important throw here for Tonga. They have been able to retain it, or have they? Oh, it's available here for Tonga. And now James Fiver offloads it. Going back now, big hits put in by Scotland there, but they have got the advantage for the knock-on. And they are only 15 metres out at the moment. It is once again going to be the big Tongan forwards. They have decided to use Takalua. Once again, I'll be passing it back. Jeffro Falimi, first carry of his game so far. Going back for the scrum. Where is George as well, says Obi Snake. At this stage, the only George that we have got is the one up in the corner due to the fact that it is a middle of the night game. He is not around for this one, unfortunately, but hopefully we can get him for a game in the future. I see now London Irish have actually come back to be 12-9 in that game at halftime. So that is not good news for Bristol Bears. It looked like they were going to be winning that one, but now might be changing just a little bit. But most of the games of the top 14 have actually finished. So the games that we do see here, it was Castries able to get the win over, that's a lie. There was Castries able to, no, that's the wrong one again. I'm on to Lon. That is why I cannot find the fixtures that did take place, but they did win their game. Castries 23 points to 22. Toulon able to win. Powell also able to win. Pepignan able to get the win as well. So very nicely done from them to be able to cause the upset over La Rochelle. Now at this stage, putting the ball in, pushing hard here. And once again, going off the back now, it is going to be in the hands of Wangahanga. Vili, I believe it was, getting his first carry. Takalua now going short side, 5 metres out here for Tonga. Oh, it's been ripped away. It's a penalty, though. Going back for Tonga here. And they want it quickly by the looks of it. It looks like they do want to take the quick tap. Do they get to, though? No, they don't. Oh, okay. Your discipline down here is not good, is what Nick Berry has been saying there. Okay, 9 blue offside. is what that penalty is for. So now because of it, if there are any more penalties, Scotland will be down to 14. Come on, Tonga, get a try as well there from Novmana. It looks like they are just going to quick tap this from 5 meters out and throw the big men at the line. It looks like Jeffro Falimi is going to get the opportunity. No, instead they give it to the number 7. That will be available. Lokatui it was, who was going forward here for Tonga. Now getting very, very close. It has been called a tackle, so they have to release him there. Kinghorn does oblige to that. Now it is going to be going back across field once again, just throwing the Tongan forwards at the line. It is still available for them. And once again around the side, the number 7, he's had about 7 carries in just the last little while. Almost available for Scotland, is it? No, it's an advantage and it's a penalty, and now it will be a yellow card. Double blow of the whistle. And unfortunately, wrong place, wrong time there for the Scottish player, and he is going to be going to the bin now. And it is going to be... It's going to be Rob Harley. Unfortunately, just wrong place, wrong time for that man. The number 5, he is going to be going off. Dress up as Nick Berry and visit Crusaders fans as well. See, Sebastian, I haven't really got a death wish, to be honest, because I feel like that one would touch a nerve for a lot of those Crusaders supporters if that was the case. But, you know, maybe one day we will be able to do something. I know that Johnny Blaze gave me a Chiefs kit, and I was heavily considering wearing it out and about in Canterbury, but I thought that I might get possibly assaulted, so I decided against that. Nigel Thornberry mustache as well there from KD Dixon. But now at this stage, Ali Price making his way off the field, and it is going to be Jamie Doobie making his way out there with a massive round of applause for not just Price. It is going to be pretty awesome to see this man get an opportunity as well. And Murrayfield, tell you what, she's looking pretty packed at the moment for this stadium, which is great to see. Actually, no, I've just seen a heap of empty seats. It looked packed, the place that they were just showing, as how I will say it. But yeah, hopefully we do get to see a lot more of Scotland's fans in attendance in the future. They have got the game next week up against the Wallabies, which I feel like will be a high-selling one as well. But now front row of Tonga, 5 meters out, straight out in front of the post as well. The set play could be on here. And also we have got their know what are you doing, Scotland? Discipline as well, says Steve Smith. Now it is going to be going off the back here for Tonga. Marching their way forward. Very, very close. It is going to be once again releasing them. And only 5 meters short here. Takalua, is he going to snipe around the side or does he buzz it off? It's going to be. Now once again, I believe it was Seula Mali trying to get his way forward. Takalua now sells the dummy, goes himself 1 meter short here for Tonga. Are they going to be able to get over for the first time in this match? Very, very close. Great defense from Scotland, though, to be able to stop it from happening. And this is good practice for that game tomorrow, or next week, sorry, up against the Wallabies. Once again, going to be just short of the line, literally inches between them and the white line there for Tonga. Who is the big forward who will get over, or do they decide to use that back line once again? Close. Is he over? He is going to be just short. No, he's not. It's a try. And Tonga are able to score it. Who was able to get it? That is the big question. We're waiting to see it come up. But what we will do is we will put there the emoji up in the top corner because that is the try to Tonga. He's very happy. Was he playing an advantage as well? So that could be another yellow card is what they are saying. But it was actually David Lolo here who was able to score himself the first try of the match for Tonga. So we will go like this. Tonga try scorers David Lolo here was the man who was able to score it there as well. David Lolo here. There we go. He was able to score it in the 58th minute, they have said. Did he get it down? Yes, it is on the line there for David Lolo here. And because of it, it does mean that Tonga score their first try. Try. Well done, Tonga, as well from Steve Smith. Yellow card, just as I thought. Scotland, come on, try Tonga as well, says Lawless Original. And also we have got the yes from Dwayne. And we were about time, says it was Novma. But now at this stage, Tonga actually scoring the same number of tries in the second half as Scotland is a little bit of a fun fact there. I believe, if I'm not wrong, Tonga get this kick, they have actually scored more points in the second half than Scotland, because of the fact that Scotland was sitting on 36 at halftime. So that would be a massive, little bit of a boost there for Tonga. But at this stage, sitting on the 14, James Fiver with the kick on the angle to be trying to nail this one. As he got it, it looks pretty good. Not good enough, though, because it has just missed a little bit. So now the score is going to be 14 for Tonga and 20. That's a lie. 41 for Scotland at this stage as well. Now, at this stage, it is going to be very important for Tonga to be able to get something going here. And at the later stage, it's Hamish Boothie. I am indeed Obi Snake. That is my name on Discord. And also we have got there good as well from the man in the chat. Also, I reckon Scotland will counter here as well. And they have been in the past. Kafatola now making his way out onto the field. And that is going to be the replacement of, it is, I believe they have taken off Lokotui in the number 7 jersey is who they have decided to take off there. But Darcy Graham also being replaced, and it is going to be Ross Thompson now who will get the opportunity. Now, anytime that Tonga have scored points throughout this match, Scotland always scores straight away, and that is going to be a knock-on advantage, though, in favour of Tonga, and they are going back for the scrum now. I got that Let's Go Boothie in the chat from Obi, but now Nick Berry is awarded the scrum in favour of Tonga. And morning, Johnny Blaze, welcome in, mate. I do see you in the Discord, although I'm not too sure whether or not you are in the chat for this one as well, but we will possibly see him very soon for this one, depending on how it goes. I've got, alarms going off in my ears. That is due to the fact that Harlequins versus Saracens is only 24 hours away. It's going to be a very exciting game, that is for sure. Also, India versus New Zealand, only the 24 hours away as well. And also, we have got there, could they score more tries than the amount they scored against Samoa? They would need just 3+ points as well, says Dwayne. Oh, it's a good question. I feel like it's going to be close in that regard. But, yeah, we will have to wait and see how it goes for whether or not they can get themselves maybe one more try. They look like they're starting to find a little bit of momentum here, Tonga, but Scotland can well and truly take that away. That one is a good clearance there for James Fiver. And because of it now, it is going to be Scotland who will have the line out. That was once again another yawn from myself. That is not good news. I actually got rid of that other ring light. It is sitting down at my side at this stage. Now, this stage, it is going to be going to the front, went the 5 metres, so now they are able to play on here, Scotland, and they are going to be using some of those replacements in the back line. The likes of Ross Thompson to get us carry. Sione Tuipolotu. James Fiver's actually down at the moment there. Looks like he took a little bit of a head knock, which is not good news for Tonga, definitely because of the fact that he is the fullback, and they do not have anyone back at the moment trying to get straight on the ball there. Not quite able to, though, was Fafita. This stage, once again, Tonga still trying to get their last maybe try in this one, but Scotland have not finished attacking as well. It is going to be Ollie Kebble driving his way forward. Once again, Nick Berry almost giving away the advantage. A little bit of a juggle there for Ross Thompson, but now kicking it way downfield into the 22. Taken nicely, though, by Haisila. It was Lokotui as well. I guess it's very second game since the Rugby World Cup 2019 for Tonga as well, although they did have that series up against Manu Samoa. And then they did get to play up against the Cook Islands was another fixture, but they were a wee while ago as well. So they haven't really had too many games up against Northern Hemisphere opponents. It's going to be taken nicely there for Tonga once again. And Takaloa looks like he is going to be putting the kick up high for Tuipolotu to once again chase her. Actually, it's Manu now trying to chase it as well. Oh, he almost ended up. Oh, that was ugly. That was very ugly. And that's going to be a penalty and maybe even a yellow card here. I don't know what happened there, but it was Rufus McLean ended up almost getting clothesline mid-air. And unfortunately, he ended up charging through there. Manu Atunaisa Malu might be going to the binny. Oh, Manu, sorry. And also, we have got there. Have a hot coffee, Hamish. Stop yawning. All Blacks next as well, says the Notorious. And I'm sure that one will wake me up big time. They are going to be checking this one, though. Time off to see whether or not this was possibly a little bit of an illegal play here. But yeah, you hope that the player is all right. He has already scored 2 tries in this game. Rufus McLean. Oh. Geez, that was a big bit of contact against tier 1 as well. Yeah, so they haven't really had too much. That was almost an elbow to the head of Rufus McLean. He ends up doing it was an interesting way that he fell. He almost managed to do like a 360. London Irish are awake now as well, says Katie Dixon. So we will have a quick look at that score while we are at it. But at this stage, the last time that I did see the Bristol Bears were ahead, but I feel like that is going to change relatively quickly. London Irish are sitting on 12 points at the moment in that one, and Sale Sharks are actually 10 points down up against Worcester. Okay, so what if they decided here for this one? Is it going to be a yellow card here for Manu, or is it going to be worse for that man as well? He needs number 22. It is going to be Isaiah Harlow. Okay, it is going to be the yellow card. It was actually Isaiah Harlow who did take him out in the air rather than the man that I said originally. But Australia at the moment, 13 overs down, and they are sitting on 56 for 5 in the T20. 19-19 London Irish versus the Bears as well. Says Katie Dixon there, but Isaiah Harlow, he's only just come out onto the field, and now he's going to be back off. So a yellow card for both of these sides at the moment. He did end up going up for it, and it was taking the man out in the air as the call. It's an awkward fall there for their number 11 in the end, which was Rufus McLean. Also, Australia sitting on 53 runs and 13 overs. That's so bad as well, says Sebastian there. But yeah, they will certainly have to be careful not to get less than that 100. They're going to have to try very hard to get into the situation of winning that game. They need Dave Rennie as well, says Dwayne there. And now at this stage, it is a crowd erupting there. And now because of it, it does mean that Scotland are going to be making once again another sub. But they've been putting in some good work. Definitely their man in the number 11 jersey. It is going to be Rufus McLean off the field now. And replacing him, I believe, I want to say it will be Nick Haining. No, it is actually going to be Sykes instead who makes his way out onto the field. And also we've got their OMG Aussie middle order crumble as Aussie's Obi Snake. Yeah, and when the top order hasn't delivered either, it does make it very tough for you to be able to really get a going. But now at this stage, once again, it is going to be driving forward here for Scotland, trying to get straight on the ball. Seula Mali, not quite able to get it though. And once again, going to be passed back into the hands of, once again, they are using their front row very nicely here for Scotland. The replacement, Sykes, has only been out there for about 3 seconds, and he has already had a touch of the ball, now passing it back. Oh, that was high, that was high. That was high. I believe. Maybe not. They're continuing, and now because of James Kaifer, or sorry, not James Kaifer, it is actually going to be James Fiver. Now Tonga very close to being inside of the 22. Yes, they are. And at this stage now, Tonga, I thought it was going to be going back for the penalty. But at this stage, Tonga once again are going to be pushing their way forward just inside of the 22. 14 against 14 at the moment. 14 points on the ball for them as well. Go London Irish, says Sebastian there in the chat as well. It's a short ball from Fiver. And once again, it's going to be a penalty to Scotland, though. And I don't believe they're going back to check this one from the earlier contact. It was huge contact on one of the Scottish players. That wasn't a yawn. That was just me making a face, of course. We have got the Irish Clovers there. Oh, that's not legal. Unfortunately. Okay. Kafatolo may end up in the bin as well here. Lucky Australia not playing Pakistan, then Afghanistan, well, Black Cats as well, says Gangster there. Okay, it is just going to be the penalty. O'Reardon coming, says Dwayne. So they have decided that it is just a penalty and Scotland finding the touchline. But that is probably very, very lucky, I guess you could say there. For it was Kafatolo in the number 21 jersey. What happened? Didn't Scotland get a penalty for the yellow card as well? Says Steve Smith. Yeah, they did originally. But then from there, I believe they tried to kick it for the touchline. And then it ended up... Actually, what did happen? Where'd the ball go? Because I feel like we were back into the side of Tonga. So maybe it was a loose ball off the line out. I can't remember what happened there, but now they have got themselves another line out, and they are going to be 45 metres out from the Tongan line now in Scotland at this stage. Possibly a little bit lucky that they have still got the 14 men on the field at the moment. Now they're number 14 here taking it, and it is going to be Manu kicking it for the touchline, not getting a huge amount of distance on that though, and now 20 metres out. A yellow for the Bristol Bears, says Katie Dixon. So once again, it's going downhill for the men from Bristol at the moment. Just not ideal for them one bit. Now at this stage, Scotland, they want to get themselves probably at least 1 or 2 more tries in the second half, just because of the fact they were on such a roll in the first. As you can see, all of these tries, only the George Turner try coming in the second half, as well as that David Lohia try for them as well. So both front rowers being able to score in the second half. But then other than that, for Scotland, Rufus McLean able to score the 2. Kyle Stain was able to score 3 in this fixture as well. And then also it was Pierre Schumann who was able to get himself the 1 as well. Breaking off the back now. And it is going to be in the hands of, I believe that was their number 16, which in this one is McAnally. Once again, big contact there from Tonga. Passing it back across, trying to get the set play going. It is going to be a little knock on. Is it nowhere to go backwards? And now Tonga trying to keep that ball on their side. And it's a counter ruck from Scotland though. But Tonga get the penalty. And because of it, they will be able to clear their lines just a little bit more. We have got there. Sorry if I'm ahead of everyone on the stream. Sorry for spoilers as well. Says Katie Dixon, no worries there. My kind of scoring app is miles behind at the moment for that one as well. And also we have got there. Scotland got to take advantage of this got for the big 50. Go for the big 50, sorry, says Steve there. And also Tonga only conceded 1 try in the second half, which is good so far as well. Yeah, this stage, they've been doing decently in the second half, Tonga. In fact, they've really been impressive compared to that first, because of the fact that they did have a total of about 6 tries against them in that first half, whereas now only the 1 and the 1 But Scotland at the moment, they are still trying to pour it on. They have got 12 minutes left, and this is when Tonga will start to slow down. Both are struggling in the second half, and that just comes down to the fact that they haven't played much international rugby. Tonga's last game was in July. Scotland's last game of international rugby was the Six Nations in February. But then they have been having the URC going on as well, which is good news for them in some regards. But at this stage, Funaki able to take it once again. That one was a yawn. I don't think I can hide that one too badly, but now at this stage it is going to be breaking off the back. The try scorer, David Lolo here. Wrestling his way forward. I believe he dropped that one, and now it is going to be on the side of Scotland and the knock-on advantage. Now kicking it in behind once again now. Finding a lot of space. Getting close to the 50-22, but taken by James Fiver. And now he is going to be kicking for the touchline. There is a lot of pressure on him though. And straight on it, that's going to be, it's a penalty to Scotland. That's probably a little bit fortunate for Scotland there, due to the fact that the man did make the tackle and then he was in the process of rolling away when the Tongan players were trying to get in there as well. But Scotland have got themselves a penalty there. And now at this stage, it is going to be taken nicely by James Fiver inside of the 22. And then from there, it was Sam straight away on the ball there, Sam Johnson. And now at this stage, 5 meters out, Scotland are going to go for the rolling maul. And this could be the opportunity maybe for Stuart McNally, to get his name on the board for the first time today, depending on how it goes as well. But the coach for Scotland at the moment, he's looking like, he'll be happy with the performance that they put on in the first half. But the second half, he'll want to see more points on the board here for Scotland as well. But 69.5 minutes through this fixture. This says 74, but it is lying as well. Where there's also Faliafa making his way out onto the field, and that is replacing Funaki, who has just made his way off the field, who had a very good game at number 5 as well, now trying to get the rolling maul going. You can hear the push and the heave from the Scottish crowd at the moment. It has gone down. Breaking off the back now, McAnally once again, 5 meters out here for Scotland. They've got the penalty advantage as well. They can continue to just throw all of their big forwards at this. Gonna be now in the hands of, it was Kibble in the number 18 jersey, now getting very, very, very close to the line here for Scotland. Once again, it is going to be available here for Jamie Doobie. Passes it out wide. Cut out pass here. The captain with the step as well. Flick on the inside, bit of skill there. And Sam getting close. Is he over the line? I believe he's just short there, Sam Johnson. And it is still available now. Tonga just trying to slow it down a little bit. They are only inches from the line. Never mind, they're over it. And it is a try to Scotland. And it was Nick Haining who was able to get it, I believe. And he has been able to get that one as well. We will add that one to the try scorers list, which is for the first time in the last kind of 20 or 30 minutes, going to be having a name added to it as well. But it was nicely done by the man out on the wing there. Put on the inside ball, Jamie Ritchie. Then extremely close to the line there, Sam Johnson. I'm trying to see how close he was, but that was an offload and a half from Ritchie there. It's literally just inches, if not millimeters, from the line there for Sam Johnson. And then from there, it was Haining, was able to reach his way out and was able to score himself the try for his side as well. And he's a very happy man at the moment, Nick Haining, due to that one as well. We will add that to the try scorers list. 70th minute into this game, the second try of the second half for Scotland as well. And there we go like that. And we have what's got there. Brent has said Australia 67 for 5 on the 15th over as well, says Brent. Yes, so they are really struggling at the moment to be able to get any type of momentum, and if they are not careful, they will end up with less than 100 as well. How many is this Discord server? I love it as well, says Sebastian. I am constantly hearing the notifications and seeing a whole heap of GIFs getting sent through as well, but I am absolutely loving it as well. It's a bit too boy show for me right now as well, says Katie Dixon. And also we have got there 46 or 48, like 2 short of the 50 Scotland as well, says Mobson. And also we have got there try from Steve Smith as well. We have still got the emoji up in the corner as well, due to the fact that it was a very nice one for Scotland, but great offload. Just beautifully done there from the man at number 6 for this one on the Bonnie Banks of the Loch Lomond as well. Hopefully I did pronounce that correctly, Steve, for that one. But yeah, at this stage, the crowd, they will be happy to see that try. And at this stage, they are getting very close to the 50. And at this fixture, they are sitting on 46. The kick was not successful. So 46 points at the moment, and it's going to be Taufa also making his way out onto the field. That is replacing the try scorer for Tonga, David Lolohea, as well. Oh, there's another Tongan down at the moment. I believe it is Jeffro Falimi just holding that hand, which does not look good. Or maybe the shoulder. He's kind of dangling it a little bit here, trying to kind of roll it out, see whether or not that does start to get the feeling again. Now it's going to be the cross kick opportunity sitting up there. Sione Tuipulotu, man on the inside to Kinghorn, just not quite able to link up. Now gives it back to Tuipulotu as well. He's going to be dragged down now, 45 metres out for Scotland. Another player down, a different player than Jeffro Falimi. They are almost playing with 12 men at the moment here, Tonga. It's going to be very tough for them now. It's going to be the wide cutout pass there. Sione Tuipulotu cuts back on the inside. And now they are going to be stopping for the player. Who is it who is down? Is it Seula Mali? Not too sure who it is at the moment. So it is going to be the ball, I believe. I'm looking at it. I'm trying to see the number. Oh, it's actually going to be, I believe it is Asia Halo. Is it? Knee to the head is the call there. So he is going to be going off the field more than likely. And also, no, wrong pronunciation, Hamish. It's okay. I understand as well, says Steve Smith. Is it the last word that I did get it wrong? Lamond. I'm trying to think of a Scottish accent. Oh, that's a big old knee to the face. Unfortunately for him, I believe it was Haisila Loko Tui. Sorry, who did end up going down there. So hopefully it's not a broken nose, but it looks like he's getting some sort of something happening to the face at the moment in terms of trying to stop the bleeding, because that was a big shot on that man there. But we are currently sitting at 4:15 a.m. here in New Zealand. The game between Wales and All Blacks is only 1 hour away from kickoff, and we are going to be covering it on the channel as well. So if you are new, be sure to leave a like, also subscribe to the channel, and also while you are at it, be sure to check out those links in the pinned comment. One is to the main channel where we will be doing our rugby live streams as soon as we can get that copyright strike removed, and then also the gaming channel where we will be doing a little bit of gaming as well. Lomond. It's pronounced more Lomond in text as well. Says that Steve Smith. I ended up reading that one first, and then I feel like I read the first one, so it's Lomond. Steve, hopefully I'm not too far off. And also we need a mod for Discord as well. Says Obi Stake. Yeah, I'm probably going to look at it afterwards and just see a whole heap of the randomest stuff possible and how much time left as well. Says El Diablo. At this stage, 73 minutes gone in this fixture. So we have still got another 77 minutes left. Tell you what, if there was another 70, both sides would be absolutely exhausted at that point. But yeah, they're working hard in this one so far, Tonga, to try and keep themselves in this fixture for as long as physically possible. But I will mention, if you guys do enjoy international rugby podcasts, that's why we have got the Rugby Down Under podcast on Spotify, Google Podcasts, and also anywhere else you do get your podcast from. Perfect pronunciation now, Hamish, as well, says Steve Smith there. And also, Scotland is such a beast, yo, just dropping Tongans damn man as well, says Lawless. And also we have the lol, says Katie Dixon there. But Kyle Stain at the moment, he is the player of the match, was able to get himself a hat trick all in the first half, has been doing very well for his Scottish side, and he will be open to continue a little bit of that form into the game next week if he is playing up against Australia, and then the week after up against the Springboks, which is just going to be an insanely contested competition due to the fact that it's going to be very exciting to see how they go in that one. But yeah, this stage he has been batched up here. Haisila Lokotui. And now he has got plenty of strapping on the head, but they have stopped the bleeding as well. You can call it random as well, says Sebastian there. But now there is a big cheer from Scotland's fans. They are actually doing a Mexican wave at the moment, which is something that you see at pretty much every sports ground. And it looks even better when you have got people in the stands to be able to do one. It is going to be the advantage now, and it's a penalty to Scotland. 50 metres out at the moment. 50 points will be on their mind at the moment here as well, to try and work their way towards it. But going down on the front row, it was just a little bit too much pressure on that far side. Jamie Butty up against Toma Talfa, who has only just made his way out there. And now looking like Kinghorn once again will be kicking this one for the touchline, and they will try and get their rolling ball going. It looks like now I see a Hello making his way back out there. Due to his yellow card, he was off for the last 10 minutes. And now he will get another opportunity to be there, going right for the corner. Great kick there. 5 meters out now for Scotland, and that is the perfect time to go with a massive kick from Blair Kinghorn. Now it's going to open up a very good opportunity, and maybe, who knows, maybe out on that right wing, Mr. 3 tries already, Kyle Stain, might be able to get himself a 4th, 1 hour away from the ABs as well. Says Swaney, I am extremely excited for that fixture getting closer and closer, and it is going to be pretty awesome indeed. Now at this stage, the rolling ball once again is going to be trying to roll for Scotland, getting forced backwards a little bit from the big Tongan forwards. We're not letting it creep, but now at this stage, they are going to have to use it more than likely. Kibble now breaking off the back. Good tackle on him there by Kafatolo. Trying to get straight on the ball there for Tonga. Once again, going to be using Hanning, who was able to get himself the try. And just a little moment there. Kibble going straight down to the ground. Extremely close now for Scotland. Once again, get him very, very close to get in the 50, marching forward. Still only a metre short. If that, maybe even centimetres still. Nick Berry is just waiting to see that ball get grounded. But it is just not quite there yet. That time it is down, and that is going to be the try for Oliver Kibble. And that is going to be the 50 points as well for Scotland. And at this fixture, we will go like this as well. Oliver Kibble able to score it in the 75th minute of this game. And there we go as well. 75 minutes in there. It's still probably enough time to try and get one more try for Scotland if they really go for it. We have there. We be nearly daylight for you by the time ABs versus Wales game starts as well, says Steve Smith. And also we have got there in the chat as well. I'm going to root for Wales as well, says Katie Dixon. Yeah, this stage, to be fair, she is dark at the moment, but I would say halftime, the sun, we might even get to see it. Is it supposed to be sunny today? I'm not even sure whether or not that is the case, but if it is, I will probably not see it because I will be sleeping for most of the day as well. And then we have got India versus New Zealand will be a random hour live stream if we do end up doing it as well. October 31st in Japan right now as well. So it has just ticked over to Halloween. So happy Halloween, I guess I should say as well. And not too late, or no too late, no funny business in New Zealand as well. We have got there try as well, says Steve Smith there in the chat. And yeah, hopefully I will be able to kind of move through all of the try emojis, and not just the try emoji, but also the other emojis that we have got ourselves when we do get to that All Blacks versus Wales one. But that one is once again going over. So 53 points now to Scotland and 14 for Tonga here. But at this stage, only 3.5 minutes left in this game. And then we will be getting ready to transfer straight over to our All Blacks taking on Wales live stream. We are starting about 30 or 35 minutes early. I will be dressed up for my Halloween costume, which I feel like I might regret depending on how it looks. We also got there the big half century, nice Scotland as well, says Steve Smith there. But what I will mention straight away for my Halloween costume is, unfortunately, I didn't realize that an accessory as part of it didn't come with it. So I am going to have kind of a little bit of a random one there as well. But yeah, we will have the Halloween costume in a very short moment now at this stage. It is going to be once again Hanning trying to drive his way forward here. In Scotland, they look like they want one more try. And perhaps they will be able to get it at the moment. Stepping nicely on the inside, just doing the quick feet, still dodging. The drag down in the end with a good tackle by Tulfa. The stage now only 2.5 minutes left. It's going to be the quick hands, and Kinghorn once again got it just inside of the 22. Doesn't look like he's going to be kicking it. Instead, trying to run. He has been wrestled down to the ground by the Tongan defence that time by their lock. Now around the side, trying to pierce the gap. Batty not quite able to get through, though. Now it's going to be the try scorer there, Ollie Kibble. Also, we have got there, Woo Scotland got 50+ mission successful as well. And also, we have got there, well, there will be 5 mil to press people as well. And happy Halloween in the chat as well. And yeah, hopefully you are looking forward to Halloween. That's a big kick downfield. Just in the in goal. Is it going to keep on rolling? No, it pulls up just in the in goal. Now, because of it, Tonga going to be putting the ball down, and it will be now a goal line dropout. Yeah, I missed the Halloween conversation that happened earlier because I was doing the Discord stuff. Did Hamish reveal to us what his costume is as well? Says Katie Dixon. I did not. But yeah, I feel like you guys will end up kind of, once you see it, you'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And also we have got the, are you going to be Luigi? And George B. Mario as well, says Steve Smith. I feel like I tried originally to convince George to dress up for Halloween on a live stream, and he was just like, nah. And then I was a bit disappointed. That face up there is the face that I was making at that moment as well. But now at the stage, once again, trying to drive their way forward for Scotland, it is the man who has already got 3 tries on this one, Stain. Once again, Crosby getting the carry. And they are just trying to attack the line once again, trying to spin out of it. Batty dragged down 79 minutes through this fixture at the moment. And Tonga, this stage, they were able to score themselves 1 try so far. Scotland looking like they want to seal the deal by getting 1 more here. And it is going to be Ross Thompson now trying to step through the gap as well. Doing nicely, making a couple extra meters for his side now. Once again, pass back to Crosby. Good tackle from Kafatolo, trying to get on the ball. It's an advantage, though. I'm the king of the Discord as well, says Rob there. And also, no worries when the Welsh lose. They climb onto supermarkets and chuck petrol bombs as well, says Seb. And also, we have got their happy Halloween, everyone, as well, says Seb. And Wild Man as well, says Katie Dixon. And also, we have got their happy Halloween, says Katie Dixon as well. But at this stage now, straight out in front. What do they do? Oh, they are going to be going for the corner here. I want to dress up as a man sleeping in bed as well, says Ovie Snake. And now that you said that, I feel like that is a very good costume this year. But not when the All Blacks and Wales are going to be taking on each other. That is going to be a very exciting one that we will get to see. But now Scotland, one last attacking opportunity here for them. Our next live stream starting in 15 minutes' time. So the costume is going to have to be a quick transition between them. Someone predicted like 60-14 earlier might be as well, says Steve Smith. Yeah, it was actually somewhere very close to that, wasn't it? We'll have to go back through the chat a little bit later on and see exactly who was able to predict it. But now at this stage, breaking off the back once again here for Scotland. Now trying to get the draw and pass. Beautiful inside ball. It's a fourth. And that is going to be the fourth try now for that man in the number 14 jersey. I predicted 62-14 as well. They've gotten a little bit closer now, mate, due to that try. Now moving up to 58 as well. And yes, says Dwayne as well, but that was a beautiful try once again for Kyle Steyn. He's had a phenomenal game. He was awarded man of the match before that try, and he has just been able to get himself the fourth. Very impressive performance from him, and I would expect he does get an opportunity perhaps next week as well. Try as well, and also we have got there close enough as well. Yeah, I will well and truly say you've done extremely well there. And yes, I'm going to be a blanket for Halloween this year, a very spooky blanket. Boo, y'all, as well, says Katie Dixon there with the ghost emoji as well, but he has put that one down. And the fourth try of the match for Kyle Steyn, like they are saying, his second match for Scotland. So to be able to do that as well, nice, says Steve Smith there. Yeah, to get your second match to have 4 tries in it. That one has gone over, and now the end score in this match is going to be 60 for Scotland and 14 for Tonga at the end of this one. But nonetheless, I believe, if I'm not wrong, I might have to start getting prepared for our next live stream. It is going to be starting it will be 4:40, so 14 minutes time is when the next one will be taking place. Improv, you win as well, says Ovie Snake. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. If you did enjoy this live stream and you are excited for the next one, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Also, be sure to check out the pinned comment, as it has got the link to the main channel and also the second channel as well for the gaming. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning in. The London Irish game is crazy, says Katie Dixon as well. I might have to have a quick look to see how it is sitting at the moment. Are the Wasps winning? I believe that they may not be, depending on how it goes as well. But they have all disappeared for myself. Where have they gone? They've decided to all run away. Okay, the Wasps are winning 20 points to 10. Then also, Worcester are absolutely dominating their game, which is an interesting one as well. And also full-time, says in the chat. And yes, it is. It is going to be full-time here. And also, we have got the thanks, Hamish, for the scene. Thanks, y'all, as well. And cheers, Hamish, in there. And Johnny Plays is here for this one as well. So we are going to be transferring over to our next one in 13 minutes' time. We will be dressed up for the Halloween. And I will see you all in a very short moment. I will see you all for the next one.